They are, by the looks of it, going to attempt a rescue. So that's where we join them. Let's go there right now and see what concurs tonight on the Marks of Intrigue, episode 34. So here we are. Here's the hamlet. You guys are all currently inside of the building right here, number 1, which is the tavern called The Last One Inn. So we're going to take you inside the inn right now.
And time-wise, like, what time is it exactly? More.
It's like late evening right now.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys have, actually, Radovan is standing by the very stool where a recent commoner had his throat slit.
Trying to get the red out of my
Liana had
arm.
stopped several of the people from fleeing out of the inn in a panic. I only see... Let's see. We're missing a dwarf. Where did the other dwarf go? There he is. He got stuck on top of his buddy. Okay, so we've got 4 dwarves, Kia, Raisa, 3 commoners, a serving wench, a barman, and I'm going to put this corpse here on the floor, and we'll mark him as such.
I stuffed him in a barrel.
Oh, that's right, you did, didn't you? So yes, I don't need to put him on the floor. Get out of here, dead guy.
You can put him on a barrel, you know.
Get out of here, dead guy. That's right. So, yep. All right, so the dwarves are all behind your attempt at a rescue.
Cool.
What's going on?
So, Radovan, Risa, we had some plans here. Shall we discuss?
So they execute... Yeah, okay. Where do you want to go to discuss?
The last conversation you had, one of the dwarves said that he thought it was a good idea to try to rescue them at the gallows as opposed to trying to storm the fortified church.
Right.
Which is what we agreed to. I think we all kind of said that's the best plan. They execute right at the morning, right? Like first light, right?
In theory, yeah.
Which, do we know what time that would be about? I mean...
Sunrise.
That would be about when the sun's coming up, I think.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm trying to get a scope because I need to rest for 8 hours
asshole.
before.
It's all good.
I know, but I need to rest, you know, because I have some spells to get and I don't want to loot this out, you know?
Probably need to sleep like right now, basically,
Okay.
right?
Okay. The commoners are like, we're going home, and one of them, the girl, says, just like to point out, they like to make a spectacle, so they don't usually do it too early. They try to make sure that they hustle everybody out in front of the gallows before they do it.
Ah, good to know, thanks.
Okay, so if we try to get set up there with the dwarves at like 5 in the morning, right? Still dark?
Yeah, and the other commoners are leaving. They're heading out.
Were we letting them leave? I thought we were making them stay in the inn so they didn't
Kia's
blab.
moved away from the door, so they're just saying they're going home and
Oh,
heading out.
shoot. Okay.
Good job, Kia. Whistles blown.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so if we try to sneak everyone out, the dwarves out there, to get it set up at like 5 in the morning, that's still dark, and then they just wait until, you know, the ceremony commences, and then we ambush the guys. What do you think?
Sounds good. It's the
Raisa?
guards to get past to sneak.
Yeah, just
the
tell me
dwarves
what I'm
in.
doing.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're gonna do.
All right.
And we tell the dwarves this. I mean, we don't leave them out, because they're right there.
Well, yeah, they're like, aye, we can hide underneath the gallows. Won't be too hard for us to hide under there.
Perfect.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the guy and say, "Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Do you happen to have a couple of flasks I can borrow?"
Oh, absolutely, sir. Hold on just a second. Well, I don't know about flasks, but I've got a couple of bottles you can have.
Okay, 2 bottles. Fill it with water, please.
Oh, yes. He kind of leans to his right. Sandra, 2 bottles of water, please. You see a head poke out. Okay, right away. Hold on a second. And a couple of minutes later, she comes back out, hands him 2 bottles. Basically, they look like empty beer bottles. And they've got corks stuffed in the top. And he hands them to you. There you go.
Thank you.
I hope you're not planning on causing too much trouble tomorrow.
That remains to be seen, sir. Just
Well, just understand, if you rile them up and leave town, it's us that's going to pay.
well, we'll make sure that you guys will be safe if we ever have to leave. So, yeah.
Well, I hope so, because in St. Cuthbert's name, a lot of people have, well, met their demise at the hands of these new appointed lords and guards.
Well,
They,
damned if
they don't tend to be the most forgiving.
I don't think I have anything to lose anymore.
You might not, but we do.
Well, by the way, the rate of executions in this place, you are probably going to die within a matter of weeks anyway.
Well, not as long as we abide by what we're doing. I mean,
how quickly those two got packed, the two that are no longer here, got lined up on the chopping block. Let's be real here. This place is not sustainable.
but that was because they committed sedition.
They answered a question.
Aye, but
An
they
innocent
spoke
question.
out. And
Well,
and I saw what happened to the fellow that dared speak out against them. But I just don't want the same to happen to me. And in all honesty, he wasn't a bad chap. I think he was just worried about the welfare of himself and his family.
look, I hope and I pray to St. Cuthbert that you guys will not die and be okay and be
Lovely,
safe.
thanks for the follow. Well, I hope so too. But
You are speaking out right now, and I am defending you. So I think you know where you probably should support and lean towards.
it's one thing to back a horse as long as it's a winning horse. The
Well-
problem is if the horse you back loses, you have to bear the responsibility of that loss. And in this case, it'll probably be a short, quick stretch around the neck. In fact,
Well,
I wouldn't
if
be
that's
saying what
my
I'm
fate-
saying right now if there were any patrons still in this place. You never know who you can trust.
If that's my fate, so be it. I'm gonna die anyway.
I'm not worried about your fate. I'm worried about my bloody fate, mate, not
Well-
yours.
I'm just gonna say, what's done is done. Come on.
Yep. Thanks for the bottles of water.
Well, whatever it is you're going to do, good luck, and I hope St. Cuthbert is watching over you and the rest of us.
May Cuthbert watch over you too.
Alright, so what's your game plan? You guys
I'm
want
gonna.
to sleep here the night and get up early, or
Yeah,
head
that's
over
my
there
plan.
and scout it out, or what's the deal?
No, we
Yes.
should. We should. If you guys want to scatter it out, do so. Don't draw attention to yourselves. I'm gonna rest because I have some preparing to do. So
I don't
I'm
know
gonna-
that you could scout it out without drawing attention to yourself, Mr. 6'2" armor clad.
Oh yeah, which is why I'm going. I'm just going upstairs with that, and saying I'll see you in the early morning.
Alright.
I'm going right to sleep.
Okay, so Radovan heads up. Well, the dwarves glance around and says, well, there's still food on that there table and ale that ain't been finished. Come on, lads. Let's get to it. And they immediately go back to the table where they were once before and start polishing off the rest of the salted beef and the ale.
Kia, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to rest so I can regain some spells, and then scope it out as soon as I wake up.
I'm gonna sit here and eat
Alrighty.
and then go to bed.
Okay. So you're all going to kind of just get up early in the morning and head out to check it out?
Yeah.
I'm shooting for like 4:30 in the morning. I mean, kind of hard when I'm sleeping, but
Gotcha.
All
All right. Well, bright and early, you arise. You and the dwarves that are already asleep round by the table, and you want to head out to the gallows.
We should be cautious here, so do we all want to hold hands and turn invisible? It'd be
do
very
that.
cute.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna.
that. what's my position, guys? What is my job in this fight?
I believe you were gonna hide underneath with the dwarves. So you could
Excellent. All right.
backstab, and I was gonna attempt to climb a tree, perhaps.
Do we have a priority target?
Risa, come over here for a second, please. So I'm gonna take out the 2 bottles of water I have, and
Right.
I'm gonna cast Bless Water over. I have 2 things I've prepared as I woke up, so I'm gonna cast 2 Bless Waters on both the bottles to make it holy water,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hand one to Risa and say, "This is for if the Crimson Knight comes into play."
Okay.
They were talking about him being a potential demon. If anything, this will give us confirmation that it is in fact a demon. It's holy water. You basically throw it at him as hard as you can. You got to break the bottle, and hopefully it'll hit, and hopefully it'll hurt him. And if it hurts him, I know I'll have a backup plan in play.
Okay, so get him wet with it.
Get him wet with it if
Okay.
he comes, but
Wet
don't
t-shirt competition.
wet t-shirt competition. Don't waste it if you can help it. I mean, it's for him only. These other
Okay.
guys are the guards we can probably deal with. In our
So
own
I'm gonna
manner.
tuck that within probably right here. I probably have a pocket, so it's easily grabbable in one swoop.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so you've got that good and ready to go.
And I'm gonna put mine in my backpack, I guess. I mean, nowhere really to put it. Put it down my pants, but that doesn't sound right.
Is that a bottle of holy water in your pants, or are you just glad to see me? Yeah, it doesn't really
Okay.
have that same catchy ring, does it?
All right, I hold out my hand. All right, let's turn invisible, guys.
You do
Dwarves?
understand that means you've all got to walk around in a huge chain, and no one can break contact.
Well, we could do
Shirar, thanks for the
a
follow.
line. We could hold each other's shoulders.
And Blue Collar Geeks Mike, thank you for that follow.
You know. A little
And
bit of.
Hanky Hank, thank you for the follow. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas.
Do a little limbo.
Okay, so guys, and I'm gonna turn to them and say,
The dwarves are
I'm
looking
gonna-
at you mighty strange with this suggestion of holding hands, I must say. They're like, I don't know about all that.
you guys are gonna go ahead of me. I'm gonna go with the townspeople when it's time to get there.
All right.
Because I am a loud guy, I'm clunky, I'll probably make noises even while invisible. So you're probably better off without me. Yeah.
Good luck,
All right.
Van. See you there.
Okay, so Radovan, you're staying in and around the
Yeah.
inn?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Outside the inn, if preferable, if it won't get me fucking executed.
Okay,
But yeah.
so Kia, the dwarves, and Racer, are you? Is this what you're doing? The invisible hand holding?
I'm thinking it's probably gonna be shoulder holding, but yes.
Shoulder holding, kind of.
Or
Everybody,
forearm.
be as quiet as possible because my invisibility spell does not cover our noise. So.
Oh, well, that's us fucked then, innit? Says one of the dwarves, and they all start giggling. Shh,
Whatever.
try and be
Let's
as
go.
quiet as we can. Go
I'll
on,
take
lassie.
the lead.
Lead the way.
No.
I'm actually, before they do this, I'm gonna pray to Cuthbert over each of them as they pass me.
Alright.
I'm not doing the cross, but I'm doing, whatever Cuthbert does, a cha-cha-cha or something. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take you guys out to the gallows. Actually, before we go to the gallows, let me give you a overview. Because I know, of all people, Racer's going to want to see the lay of the land.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the gallows is kind of stuck out in the middle of the open. There is a cart, a blood-stained cart, which is probably where they drag the bodies away, which is sitting right next to it. But other than that, the only place immediately to hide is either beneath or at the back or behind or round the gallows itself. Several hundred feet away, you could hide in the cow pasture, or you could try to climb up on the roof of this building. The only other option would be hiding up in this tree right here. But it's not an overly full of foliage type of tree, so you may be visible. So,
and the squares are 20 feet, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Are they?
All right.
20? Actually, they might be. They might be bigger than that.
more?
Let me check. Well, I didn't set them, did I? But actually, they are 30 feet. So
Okay.
it's 30
They're
foot per
30.
square.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, bearing in mind the size of the inn, that's only...
That
you
makes
know,
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna peek my head out first. See, look to my left and my right. See if there's guards.
All right. Well, at 4:30 in the morning, it's still pretty quiet.
Okay.
There isn't a lot going on. In fact, let's kick this in. And I'm going to bring the volume of the Celtic Warrior down a bit. Okay, so yeah, you look outside, glance left and right, and other than the sheep that are in the fields, it's pretty quiet.
Okay.
No,
so
it's barely light.
I'll cast invisibility right here.
Okay.
Make sure we're all holding shoulders. Everybody. Doors.
Aye.
All right.
Come on.
Shh.
What are we waiting for?
Shh.
Shut up.
I'm gonna step outside to my left.
All right. And you make your way to the gallows. Alrighty. So, let's... God, this is going to be confusing. Okay, so I'm going to put you guys all right here for now.
Okay.
Yes, you are all still touching, but for the sake of not loading you up on top of each other, there is everybody. Okay, so... where do you guys want to hide? Of course, the dwarves...
There. Sorry.
Racer teleported. It's that dimension door. Kia's playing with it. Okay, well, the dwarves are basically hiding underneath. Each one of them crawls underneath the gallows, as their original game plan was. So they
I'm
are all
thinking-
hidden underneath.
That's kind of where I think I'm going to go. Or actually, these are the stairs up right here, right?
Yep.
Maybe I'll go stair side.
Are you going to do like a little jig? Like a little dance
Now,
on the platform?
remember, as soon as you all break contact under there, you become visible. So you
Right.
won't be invisible in the morning. But you will be under the gallows. And as long as everybody's quiet... the way the gallows... Beneath the gallows, it's kind of like paneling with like little bit like... Kind of like lasset crosses. So if you're laying down and fairly still... Someone would actually have to like lean and peer underneath to see you. Now, of course, if you're moving around, they might catch you, catch a glimpse, but it's fairly concealed under there.
Kia,
Yes.
where are you in relation? Are you going to be in relation to me?
I'm going to go in the tree so I can.
Okay, so you are going to
Attack
be a
from
fair
there.
ways away. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So you
Okay,
can't
so you
turn
want to
me
go
invisible.
in the tree all the way on the other side. Okay, that's fine.
yeah.
Let me, just to make that a little easier, I'm going to do something real quick.
Put a tree on there?
Well, I'm going to
okay.
put the corner of the tree on there.
So there's trap doors on the gallows
Yep.
that open up.
They
Okay,
will. The
so
trap doors will open up, and people will, and those that are being hung will drop beneath them, basically.
so let's jab something. We're gonna jab something
there you go,
to
Kia, there's your tree.
trap. So the trap doors don't open. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you that's the dwarves can
Yeah.
do that very easily. They can whip
Okay,
out
cool.
a climbing spike and hammer it in underneath,
Yeah.
so that when
I'll
the trap
whisper
doors
to
should
them.
open, they don't.
Cool. I'll whisper to them to do that.
Okay, and there's lever mechanisms directly behind each of the
Gotcha.
things there. Right, so Kia is under. You're basically being hid up here in this tree, right?
Yes. And I'm gonna send Cal in cat form to leave a little bit and let me know when they're on their way so I can cast invisibility on myself once everyone's coming down.
Alrighty, so we have a Cal here. We'll put him by the
Little
road.
cow. Meow. Meow.
And Racer, I'm gonna mark you as ninja. So you're here, but you're not here. In other words,
Right.
I'm gonna sit you here, but we know you're underneath.
Sounds good.
All right, so you guys just gonna wait it out. About
Yes.
a few hours later, you start seeing several guards start processioning up the street. Some of them are poking and prodding civilians and citizens ahead of them. A couple of them have the two patrons from the inn arrested and tied up behind their backs as they're being marched towards the gallows. Radovan, how do you propose to kind of smuggle yourself in with all the villagers? Or do you not care?
No, I'm just gonna walk to watch.
Okay, so you're gonna.
I'm gonna be very openly walk up to watch, as the other villagers are there. So.
All right. Well, a crowd of local villagers begins to gather on the common.
He's carrying a log.
Hey, they were in the middle of their day's work and they just got grabbed and told, get your ass out there and watch us kill your friends. It's what they do. Alrighty. And the two guilty parties are drug up and set atop the gallows. Okay, a large number of the town guards are coming out and they're standing kind of in strategic positions, like they're almost like they're daring anybody in the crowd not to watch. Like they're spreading out around them, almost like, okay, you guys are going to watch this execution, and by God, you're going to like it.
Ooh, that's a lot of guards.
Okay, and there's one up here that is actually. Let me switch. I'm going to change that to the head to this guy. Okay, once they're all gathered,
where am I, man?
Fixing to drag Radovan and put him here in amongst the crowd.
Heyo.
There he is.
You barely stick out
what
at
you
all.
say?
Like, what's up, guys? How was your night? No. I'm very solemnly shuffling over here.
Okay. Well, the guy standing here at the bottom of the gallows yells out, "Villagers of Relden!" Mother of the Max, thanks for the follow. "For the crimes of sedition, we bring forth Margaret Helmet and Saul Grammett to be executed in the name of the Lords of Epidemon. May they be hung by the neck until dead. And may nobody have mercy on their souls." And everyone's like, all kind of looking down, and the guards are all just standing there almost like they're ready to resist any kind of rioting. However, with the number of guards that there are armed with weapons versus the pathetic amount of common folk, it's hard to believe that they could possibly do anything to act out against these people. Okay, Cal basically is bouncing across towards Kia.
Okay.
And he says, "Something's coming."
Ooh. Scary. Okay. And I turn invisible immediately.
Okay.
So I'm ready to do my thing.
And I tell Cal, please tell Radovan and Reza, if you can.
Okay. Walking down the road
Oh shit.
with two what looks like kind of like really unpleasant looking great swords or bastard swords, one in each hand, is a guy that can only be described as a 7-foot tall monster. He's bigger than Radovan. He is covered from head to foot in full plate that has shoulder spikes, knee spikes, elbow spikes, horns.
Oh my god.
And it is covered in like, it's red, but it's a really weird, eerie kind of red. It's not like a dyed color. It almost glows, like unnaturally so. He walks in and stands behind everybody in the party and just kind of like raises his head up. Those of you, which actually, I mean, I'm sure, Racer, you're kind of glimpsing out. Radovan, I don't know if you're looking at this guy or
I'm
not.
turning my... Well,
Okay.
Yeah, you can't miss this guy.
There is
Also
a
reaching-
definitive glow coming from the eye sockets, that's sure, but it's not red, it's like bright green. And he kind of looks and says, "Begin." At which point he says, "May nobody have mercy on your souls.
Oh my god.
Stretch 'em!" And this guy then pulls both levers like, and of course nothing happens. They've got the ropes tied around their heads, and he's like, "What the? Chicken."
Initiative rolls.
And if you guys are about to spring into action, an initiative roll or two might not hurt.
Okay. I'm
21.
so scared.
Okay, so we have Racer on a 21, Radovan on a 14, Kia on a 6. Let's roll collectively for your dwarves. They are going on a 16.
Let me roll for Cal too.
See, wouldn't this be a surprise action by us, though?
And it may be, but you're still going to need the initiatives
We
for the
still
next
need the
round.
initiatives.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Makes
and
sense.
Cal is on a 6. Okay, I'm going to roll collectively for the guard. And for himself. Okay, so bearing in mind, you guys, Kia, you're many feet away. Radovan, you're in the middle. Racer, you're there. The dwarves are there. So you can't really discuss what you're going to do, so I just need action. So Racer, you're up first. What are you going to do?
I'm delaying.
Okay, so you're going to stay put. Okay? Which means that it comes down to the dwarves next.
Oh my gosh.
As they burst out from the lattice works underneath, screaming, "You're not stretching their necks, you bastards!" As they all come charging out and immediately ambush this one guard that's standing right here, unaware of what's about to happen. So they literally come crashing out. Ah! Okay, by the time this guy realized that he is infested by dwarves, he's lost a leg and there's an axe embedded in the back of his head. So this guy goes down in seconds.
Oh my
We need
god.
fight music, I think, right?
And well, it's a surprise, so it's delayed fight music.
I know. I wasn't getting on your case. I was just saying, this is really cheery music to lose a leg and a head to.
La 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 la, we're all dying. This is fun. Okay, yes, so let's put the combat theme on for you guys. And it's not nighttime anymore.
Ooh, that music.
Alright, so the dwarves charge out, butchering the first guard that dares be between them and whatever it is that they're trying to get to. Alright. And we have our first donation. Thank you, Sevenfall. We will definitely thank you properly at the first break. Radovan, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
So this is a lady, right? Or is it like a Fabio?
Yes, it's a lady carrying a bucket.
Well, I'm gonna be touching the bucket. Well, I'm gonna touch the lady. Touching the bucket sounds weird. And I'm gonna cast darkness on her.
On her?
On her. I want darkness to bleed from her everything and engulf an area to surprise the three guards surrounding
That
her.
sounds worse than what you said about the bucket. I'm just saying. You want darkness to bleed from her everything? Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was reading Maxim last night. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was what it was. But yeah, I'm casting darkness on her. Because I want to surprise the three guards to my right, since I'm facing the guy.
Alright, so we are going to draw a darkness box around her.
It's, yeah.
Okay.
20-foot radius. 20-foot radius.
That's about right. It would be a circle, but I can't draw a circle. It only gives me
That's fine.
squares. So
Are
there you
these
go.
10-foot squares?
Yep. So that's about 20-foot radius, give or take. There you go. Alright. Okay, at which point the guy at the back here screams "Ah!" and charges straight in amongst all the peasants, crashing through them, bulldozing them aside. He's not attacking them, but he's heading for the gallows. Kia and Cal.
Alright, I guess Cal can go first.
What do you want Cal to do?
I'm gonna have Cal go in the darkness and try to sting any of the guards
Okay,
there.
so you want Cal to...
Cal can see in the dark,
You want
yeah.
him to transform, right?
Yes. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Okay. So he is going to fly towards that circle.
Okay.
Get out of here, kitty cat Cal. Okay, so Cal's heading in that direction, and it is now your turn.
Alright, and I'm going to fireball right about here. No, not right there, sorry.
About
10.
here.
I'm trying to get some of these. I'm trying to get a couple of them without hitting a peasant.
Okay, so you're going to kind of fireball to the side of this guy.
Actually, let me just do it here to make it easy. Those two guys there.
Okay, so you're going to fireball like right behind these two.
Right.
Alrighty, go for it.
Guess what I have? 8d6.
8d6.
Holy shit.
8d6 of fireball magic.
Oh
Look
my
at
God.
those beautiful, pretty little dice.
Beautiful.
25 points. They have a chance to resist. One does, one does not.
Darn.
This guy is incinerated almost immediately, engulfed in flames. This guy leaps to the side as the fireball hits, taking half of that.
Gotcha.
But he is still alive, and we will mark him as amber for the damage. Okay. Raisa, it is your turn.
Which way is this guy facing?
He's just dived to the floor, facing in the direction that he is facing. So
Okay, so he's
towards
kind
the
of like
gallows.
looking under the stairs-ish.
Where he's really kind of spitting out grass more than anything.
Okay, and you said 30-foot squares, right?
On this,
10
no, that was on the
squares.
other. On this, they're
Oh.
10 foot.
Okay, can I run up and stab him?
You were like right here, under the stairs. So yeah, you can slip out from under there and lunge at him with your sword by all means.
I would like to do that.
And
Yes!
let's take you off of stealth. All right, so you slide out from underneath the stairs, short sword first, and lunge towards his guard-like face.
Does this count as a surprise attack? or-
It's a surprise attack, but it wouldn't count as a backstab because
Okay.
you're not behind the guy.
So,
Maximilian,
I don't-
thanks for the follow. So you won't
Do I
get the
get-
plus. You'll get the D6 plus 2, and you get the plus 4 to hit. And
Plus 4 to hit, okay.
But you won't get the extra 46 damage.
Okay, so that's...
Actually, I also need to double check.
Well, it's a hit.
That's a hit. And let me double check for you because I don't know if you checked or not.
Probably not.
But I have a feeling. I got a feeling. Oh, that actually sounded good, you two. It was like unison. Awesome. I foresee a How We Roll
my
band
gosh.
coming up.
Ooh.
Awesome backing singers right there. That was like
Bane and Jane
harmonized.
doo-wop girls.
That's it.
Wop, shippity-pop-pop-boom.
Here you are. I just want to double check something real quick.
I realized I forgot to spend my skill points.
Whoops.
Oh, well, you've got time to do that real quick.
Yeah.
You have 2 physical attacks right now. Remember, don't
Well,
forget.
I was wondering about that because
Plus
I
6,
did
plus
move.
1.
I still get it?
No, but you still plus 6, plus 1, just so you remember. Okay,
Yes,
and
I
no,
know.
your sneak attack doesn't go up yet, so you're still 46. Okay, so you
Okay.
slide out from underneath and stick your short sword, towards his guard-like face. D6 plus 2 on the damage. For 6. Alrighty. You kind of lunge forward. It sticks him right in the upper shoulder as he lets out like a sudden, surprised.
Hi!
He just leapt out of the way of a fireball right onto a nasty, sharp, pointy sword. Okay, it is the guard's turn now. Okay, this guard right here beheads this civilian.
Oh my gosh.
Just chops his head clean off with the axe. Shoo.
Son of a bitch.
Like, justice is getting served. All right, where are we for guards? Okay, so they are charging this guy here, this guy here. They're all basically charging. Amazingly enough, none of them are going towards Radovan.
I'm in the darkness, yo.
They're all just fleeing straight towards the dwarves. This guy is circumnavigating. And only one of the guards is... Actually, 2 of the guards are close enough to actually attack. So this guard right here is going to attack this dwarf right here. He lunges forward with his sword, and the dwarf quickly, almost effortlessly, brings up the axe and just parries it. This guy lunges with his long spear at the dwarf with the crossbow, who rolls stealthily beneath it into a crouched position, holding his crossbow ready to strike. The dwarves, then it is their turn. Okay, the dwarven cleric weighs into this first guy here with his warhammer. Swings wildly and misses. The dwarven leader, he wields in, striking this guard twice with the mighty battle axe. The first blow doing only 13 points of damage, the second one doing only 17 points of damage. But the first blow catches the dwarf like right below the knee, sending him flying up in the air. And then as he begins to come towards the floor, he's like, hits him dead center and sends him crashing to the floor rapidly as he thuds and cracks to the ground. Okay, the other dwarf over here, the other axe-wielding dwarf, is charging up to attack this guy right here. And swings only once. The crossbowman shoots, and a crossbow bolt flies underneath and thuds into the chest of this this guard for 8 points of damage. All right, that is your dwarves. It is now Radovan's turn, as you are you're in the darkness. The darkness is going in this direction very quickly.
Yeah, like revealed all of a sudden. Hi. Yeah, so I imagine everyone else is running away, right? They're scattering to the winds.
Yeah, they're legging it. I mean, who the hell out of these peasants wants to be here in the middle of all this craziness?
I'm close to the... So what is the Crimson Knight doing? I mean, is he focusing me? Because
no, he actually hasn't seen you. He is like just standing. He's got, both swords in hand. He's stomping towards the dwarves.
Okay.
He's heading towards the gallows because that's where you were in amongst all the crowd. So you haven't really been any kind of...
Yeah. Okay.
You haven't been any kind of attention-seeking object right now.
Okay, so I'm actually going to step 5 feet this way and grab at my my holy water, basically, which is still in my backpack, stupidly enough. And that's what I'm doing. I mean, I can't throw it at the same turn, right? Because I'm retrieving it.
Because you put it in your backpack, you're going to have to retrieve it, yes. So you
yeah,
have
but
it
I'm
in
still...
hand now.
So long as I'm not focused, like rummaging through my backpack, that might look a little suspicious, but yeah. Alright, that's what I'm doing. Alright, that's it.
Okay, he charges this dwarf. Makes a single charge attack. Like, just bulldozes into him. Ah! Hits him with a, loud, horrific crunch. And hits this dwarf for 18 points of damage.
Alright.
And now he's, right there in amongst all the main dwarves. Okay, Kia and Cal. Cal is still flying.
Okay.
So I guess Cal is going in this direction now.
Yeah.
Trying to close the gap. Kia.
Okay. I assume I saw the guard on the gallow kill one of the guys.
Oh, yeah,
right?
you watched him basically behead him, and then he's turned his attention to the other peasant.
I'm gonna magic missile him.
Okay.
Square on the nose.
And Gorbeth
hang
goes,
on.
"Sure, you can do that."
Let's have a look. 10. Let's. I think you're
Should
fine with
definitely be
range,
able
but
Yeah.
90 feet. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, here we go.
The blue balls of doom fly.
Ah. Oh.
Okay, your magic missiles hit this guy.
Do you get any more with your level up, Kia, or no?
No,
Hitting him
I
for
don't
15.
think so.
Not yet, no. However, as he's kind of perched right on the very edge of the gallows, let me make sure that works.
Ooh, does he fall?
It actually knocks him off the gallows.
Yes.
So he kind of falls and thumps to the ground on the other side, which, basically does, at least for the time being, protect this person who's with a rope hanging around his neck. All right, Racer, it is your turn again. You are now, the guard in front of you is scrabbling to his feet as best he can.
Stabby, stabby.
Aight. Now you get 2 attacks. So
Okay, and there's no extra. The plus
nope,
4 is
normal,
not there, right?
normal
So-
attack now, but your base attack will be +6 +1. So plus.
So 6 plus 2 for the sword. So that's 8.
So +8 +3.
So where did the extra 3 come from? Just so I know.
Your second attack.
Oh, so I do both attacks at once? Oh no. Okay, +8 for the first one, and then
Plus-
+3 for.
you got
okay,
it. There
that's
you go.
sorry, that confused me.
No, that's it. Yeah.
All right,
plus-
I'm with you now.
The second attack is never as.
Oh.
Okay, you lunge forward, but he manages just in time to bring his round shield across against the first one. However, you quickly retract your sword and slide directly underneath his shield for the second attack. And strike him for 4. Okay, he lets out a loud yelp as you open up a deep gash in his thigh. I'm marking him as red on the damage. The only reason you can't see it is because you're standing on it. Right there you go. Okay.
Stand on my health
It is
bar.
now the guard's turn again. Okay, this guard over here is spending his round getting up. These 2 guards are attacking the dwarven cleric. One of them hitting him for 6 points of damage. This guard right here is closing in on the leader of the party, or the leader of the dwarves, swinging, and he hits him for 5. This dwarf lunges at the one with the crossbow and misses. And that is... Oh, and the guard that's left alive lunges at Racer, but misses. Kind of like makes a half poke at you with his spear, but you're just too close for him to be able to turn it and get a good angled strike. Alrighty, it is now the dwarves' turn. The dwarven cleric swings at this guy with his warhammer and misses. Our dwarven heroic leader is going to attack the guard that's right in front of him, seeing as he's on top of him. Hitting him twice. And taking this... I'm going to move you just over a fraction, dude. They're all on top of each other. Here we go. And that guy, this dwarf, has just slain this guard also.
Gotcha.
Okay, crossbow guy shoots once again at this guard, hitting him for 10.
Yeah.
And the other dwarven warrior, the one wielding the dwarven axe, is attempting to attack the huge big crimson knight.
Oh my gosh.
He swings twice. The first one hits. As it does so, there's almost like a burst of like blood red sparks.
Uh-oh.
And it hits him for 10. The other one, as he swings it, the guy brings one of his swords across to parry it. It is now Radovan's turn.
All right, so I have the bottle of holy water in hand. I have a clear line of sight to the big guy. I'm going to try to throw it at him
All right, so make
as hard as I can.
ranged attack with a -4 for an improvised attack.
All right, so let's just... Oh, geez. Yep.
Radavan. Oh.
So close. Okay, you hurl it at him, but it as he's moving to fight with the dwarves,
Take this flask. Drink the water.
basically it smashes against the ground
Here,
to
dude.
the side of him.
Does
You
any
look
splash
thirsty.
damage occur? Anything
You look
that would...
thirsty.
Let's just say if anything did hit him, it's not enough to cause any kind of effect. You don't see anything happen.
Race.
Okay, because I looked at
Okay.
Bless... Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
It says...
potentially it could have done, but it hasn't done. So did it because it didn't affect him? Did it because it was too far away? Because a 7 is a pretty piss poor shot. Or,
Creatures within 5 feet of the point where the flask hits take 1 point of damage from the splash. But yeah, okay. All right.
and I've
No
got to
problem.
pick my darn dice up. Because I've thrown it to the floor again.
Rogue dice.
Why does that happen to me?
God damn that throw, man. That -4 throw.
Boxers.
Boxers. Looking good.
Door's not wearing pants. Confirmed.
Oh my gosh. That's so good.
Busted.
Let's see. Do they see it in the
Oh,
stream?
they were invisible on the stream.
Oh, they're invisible. Perfect.
All right, so Gorbad's just a torso from like the waist down, basically, just invisible.
Nice.
He couldn't hear
I
us.
apologize
You got
for
busted.
that.
You got busted.
we
Gore.
should count that as a disarm, right?
We saw your
Okay.
gore boxers.
My gore boxers, my blue face, smiley face ones.
Yeah.
Okay, where were we? Radovan.
Yeah, I threw mist and moved up against
So
him.
in that case, it is now our knight's turn.
Do they say neat?
Okay, he swings 3 times at this dwarf. 2
my
with one sort of like hitting him thrisely
Oh my gosh.
for 13,
Guys.
He's
20,
Rip dwarf.
and 16.
Oh,
This dwarf is almost down and out. And this is one of the 2 tough dwarves too.
ooh.
As he's not the leader dwarf, but the other one with the axe. As he's literally just wading into this guy like he's nothing. It is now Kia's
Ragnar.
turn.
Let's do Cal first.
Okay, Cal is now close enough to be able to do something. What does Cal want to do?
Try to sting that
guard?
guard there.
That's probably smart, because Cal's chance of getting through that plate mail may not be too
No
high.
way.
Alright, Cal, make an attack.
Wait,
Go,
actually,
Cal.
can Cal
It's your birthday.
reach this one and sting? No.
Not this turn, no.
Okay, yeah.
But
I'll
that
just-
guy's almost dead.
Yeah.
Race has probably got him bang to rights.
All right. I shall make my attack. 2.
And I'm moving the peasants off the board because they are long gone.
Man, Cal never gets anything.
Cal sucks. Get a better familiar, Kia. God, he was better as a cat.
He kind of was.
Probably, yeah.
Cal's just had bad dice rolls since. Okay, so
Ugh.
Cal swings and a misses. Okay, Kia Liana, what do you want to do?
All right, I'm fireballing right about here.
Okay, you hit nothing.
Oh, is that not close enough to get those 2 guards?
You would need
What's the
to be...
radius?
It's 20. It's 10
20.
feet squares.
So
and-
basically,
So you want to do it like right here, 10 feet, right?
well, she's
Well,
trying
then-
not to hit the dwarf
I don't
that's
wanna hit
next to
that.
them.
Oh, well, it's 10 feet, you said. So each
20-foot
square.
radius.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Or
so
she's
if
trying also not to hit you, so...
if I hit there, then it shouldn't hit.
There you go. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so
I see.
basically you're firing it kind of near the clover here. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
I'm not good at eyeballing squares.
You know, I
Okay.
should make you just pick a point and then we roll and see
I
what
know.
happens. I'm too kind.
But
Okay.
you're too nice.
Fireball.
Holy shit.
Ugh.
holy ones,
Lots
Batman.
of low
Ah.
numbers. 17. Okay.
Why?
Guards.
Gemundos.
Well, neither guard manages to escape the fireball.
Thank goodness.
So I'm gonna tag both of them moderately damaged. This dwarf does scream out, "Bloody hell, Missy! Watch yourself!"
Okay.
As he kind of has to like lean back from some of the flames all around him. Radovan, even you kind of felt you felt the whoosh of the flames go behind you, and you heard the roar, like.
I'm so glad I moved forward. I'll
And
just say
then,
that.
you feel the immense heat. It was pretty damn close. I wouldn't
Yeah.
trust her. She's done it before. Just saying. All right, Racer, it is your turn.
Stabby.
All right. 2 attacks, +8, +3.
That first one is just
Oh man,
shitty.
that first one is once again he gets his shield across, but apparently not learning from his mistake last time, you whip out from behind it once again and stabbing him for 6. This time, the short sword runs him right through the stomach, and he collapses on the floor in a pool of his own blood. He is dead.
D-E-D.
Diad. All right, the remaining guards. The 2 injured guards are attacking the cleric once again. One of them hitting him for 8. He lets out a sharp ah! This guard is running around the gallows as fast as his little feet
my
will.
gosh.
Racer, make a listen check for me. Okay. Shit, a 7 for her is still high.
I know, seriously, and I roll.
Okay,
I
with
roll
the
like,
pluses that you have, okay, yeah, you can hear like heavy footsteps like coming clank, clank, clank from behind you. So it's not like he's going to sneak up behind you. All right. This remaining guard, he lunges at the already wounded dwarf, being an opportunist, and he fumbles and sticks the spear in the ground. Serves him right.
Yes.
Seizing their opportunity, the dwarf with the crossbow shoots. Oh, and he gets a crit, which does 21 points of damage. Basically, he lets the crossbow bolt fly, and it suddenly cuts to a slow motion scene where you follow the bolt through the air, a la Skyrim, and it's like
this is
square
like,
in the eye as he goes flying back and lands on the ground with the bolt sticking out of his eye socket.
I am so useless. It's not even funny.
You know, it's okay. I
Hey,
wouldn't worry about
You
it.
gave the Crimson Knight some water so he could.
You know,
Down.
I know. I
you
threw
watered,
eh.
everybody got in the fight. Radovan,
have
what
some
did
water.
he do? He watered
Cast
the grass.
darkness,
Bless
I
him.
got
Dwarves
my
hate you
water.
right now.
Crit kill. Damn straight.
Well, maybe I'll
Crossbows
redeem
are
myself.
×3 when they do crit, so they're pretty vicious. All right, this guy once again crashes with the Crimson Knight. Swings twice and misses. The dwarven leader now stomps over the guards' bodies to engage the Crimson Knight as well. And with his mighty swinging axe, hits him for 14 points of damage.
Woohoo!
Snowpunk, thank you for that follow. It is now the local gardener's turn. I mean, Radovan's turn.
I'm gonna cast Dismissal on the Crimson Knight.
Okay.
I mean, since I didn't get any confirmation that he was an eating special, but I want to dismiss this motherfucker somewhere. Hopefully, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
So, going with the whole concept that he may be extra planar or demonic.
Pretty much.
Alrighty. Let me just double check what the save is on that.
It's
Pretty sure it's 8. It's caster level plus the modifier.
DC. Spell saves DC, my creature's HD, and plus my caster level. Right? That's what they said. Will save.
Yep, it should be. Will save. DC is spell save. Yep. Minus the creature's hit dice plus your caster level. Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
Rolling a dice regardless, just so you don't know. Okay. You cast your dismissal spell. The aura absorbs him. He kind of glows and shimmers a little bit, or at least the armor does, like. But he's still there, unfortunately. He has gone nowhere.
Ooh.
And it is now his turn.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. He's like, what the what?
1, 2, 3. This time, he wades into the wounded dwarf twice and the leader once.
No.
Okay, knocking this dwarf like back 6 feet, and he's basically he's alive, but he is like laying on the floor spitting blood.
Oh no.
He's seriously injured. It's like close to death. The final blow he lands on the dwarven prince, dwarven lord, doing 17 points of damage once again to him.
Dwarven. Lord? Oh.
Yeah, the leader of the dwarf
leader.
company.
Okay.
Alrighty, Kia, it is your turn, Miss Bird in
Cal.
the tree.
Okay, Cal.
You want Cal to do something first?
Can Cal go over to the one person in the gallows that's still alive and like start like I don't know, maybe
He
turn
can't
into
untie
cat
him
form?
now.
Can you scratch at it? I don't know. I guess Cal
No,
can't
he's,
really do
he's
that
not,
very well.
he doesn't have the ability to untie a knot. He's not
But to
dexterous
cut?
enough.
To cut a
Doesn't really
knot?
have any way to cut it. It's thick rope.
Ninja tail for the win.
He could
Ninja
stab
tail.
at it like.
Of this. Screw you, Cal. What are you good for? Okay. Colossus guard. I guess. Nah. Cal's just gonna swoop in around here and do nothing.
Okay. Yeah, Cal, you do nothing. Kia,
can
what
do
are you going to
nothing.
do? More importantly.
More importantly, I gotta get rid of the last 2 guards over here.
Okay. Are you repeating the attack? Or okay, another
I
fireball
am.
to the edge. Okay. Do it. They both failed their saving throw, so I don't fancy their chances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
25.
Yep. Kia incinerates the remaining 2 guards over here.
Nice.
Woof! Up they go in a burst of flames. The dwarven cleric is now pulling himself up the side and onto the corner of the scaffold. Racer, it is your turn. So you see a guard is charging up behind you, wielding his big beheading style axe, like ah!
Strangely enough, how far can I move and still use my circlet of blasting?
Because it's instantaneous, you can do a full move.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to move here,
Okay.
and I'm blasting the Crimson Knights.
Okay. 5d8, I believe.
Ooh.
Yes.
If he's not undead, if he happens to be undead, it's 10d6.
Ooh.
Yes.
But it is in fact 5d8 because he's not undead. I'm
Let's
afraid.
see the 20. Oh crap.
Not
Yay!
bad. 15. Okay.
Look at those ones.
I know they're so real. Ah.
All right. You basically stand there, and what is the word that you use?
Avada Kedavra!
Avada Kedavra! As the beam comes from your circlet, slamming him hard in the back. He does, however, kind of like go ta, almost
Peekaboo!
like he obviously felt something. That Irish guy, thanks for the follow. Johnny Red, thank you for the follow, and Survivor Tuga, thank you for
Yay!
the follow. All right. Good hit, Racer. It is now the guard's turn. This guard is
Oh, no.
heroically attacking anything in the opposite direction and fleeing like a son of a bitch.
Well, there was a very scary little boy over there, which he thinks he
Yeah.
can handle. You know,
Right,
so he's
you know.
going after him.
I'm pretty sure the little boy was the grudge.
I kind of figured he would after seeing a blast of laser light come
Right.
from my head.
So, our cleric up here is running to rescue this peasant, as all good, somewhat not bad clerics might consider doing. Crossbow cleric shoots at point blank. He goes, "Look out, a dragon!" and shoots at Cal. No, I'm kidding. Shoots at the guy in the plate mail. It just ricochets and bounces off the curves of the armor. The injured and wounded one just kind of like, lunges up and out towards him. But as he does so, almost in contempt, the guy just pulls his foot back and kind of glares down at him. The dwarven leader, however, charges forward, pressing the attack, striking the unholy apparitional knight, or whatever this thing is, twice, doing 12 and 18 points of damage. All right. However, he is still heavily in the fray. And we have another donation.
Oh
Andrew
my
Girl,
gosh.
thank you for the donation. And
Angle
I will
Girl.
thank you, or we will thank you properly at the first break. All right. It is now Radovan's turn.
Okay.
Want to get in there, buddy?
I am.
There's plenty of Crimson Knight to go around.
I'm
Flank
using my
bonus.
strength domain bonus, and I am
And
doing.
you do have a flank bonus, so +2 for that.
Okay, now I only get one attack because I had to move up, or was that melee range? So it's-
How close were you?
Well, I
Within
was
5 feet.
I was technically right here, so.
No, I think you can make 2 attacks. You can make a 5-foot step.
Okay, so with my
long as it's less than
+8
5 feet.
strength, my strength modifier goes up to 6, which means it's a d20 plus 14 plus 2, right? Because it's a flanking bonus.
So your to hit is plus 16 on the first one.
You better not
Watch
get a
me
1, man.
Freaking miss.
But what about the second one?
The second one.
Yeah,
okay.
that's a hit.
Good.
32 for
With
30.
the strength
To hit.
bonus.
Holy crap.
With the strength bonus, my second attack is up to a 9 plus the 2 flanking, so it's 11.
Yep, okay. There it is.
Natural 20!
And
Right?
that's the first time in 3 weeks that somebody has managed to put one on the board.
Holy shit, man!
Let's see those 20s, guys.
Hell yes.
There they
Oh.
are. Spam those 20s. Come on, guys. They're in
my
over their
God.
heads. They need an... There. Look at that look. Gotta
Oh,
love it.
thank you. Thank you. Alright, so I do the same thing again for this second
Okay.
to see if it crits, right?
Yep.
Okay, so there it is. So it's a 20 with the
It's
11.
not a crit.
Oh, it's not a crit? So it's
Roll
okay.
'cause you rolled a 9.
Actually, no. Yes, it is because you're behind him and he's not aware that you're there yet.
Oh, yeah, so it's.
So
I
yes,
forgot
the
to.
extra bonus will cover you. So
Yay!
it is a crit. Okay, so the first hit.
No, that's with the bonus attached, just so you know.
Yeah, but you got additional bonuses because you're hitting from behind.
Which I already factored in.
No, you
So-
factor in the flanking.
Don't argue
bonus.
with them.
Okay, I won't.
Don't
I
argue.
just want to
trust
be
me.
right.
He can't,
Okay.
he can't
Take the
use
crit.
any. He can't use any dex or modifier to evade if he doesn't know the attack's coming. So he can't
Okay.
add that to his AC. So I
So-
have to diminish his AC because of it. So the first hit is a normal hit.
So it's a 1d. I'm sorry for arguing. I just want to make sure it's
Yeah,
fair.
damn it. In fact,
Uh,
yes, both times now.
All right, so the first hit's an 11.
Okay, so you hit the guy for 11 on the first one. Okay. Now the second one we're doubling.
This is 20.
So nice.
Wow.
31. 31.
All right, so a total of
Nice.
31 damage as Radovan charges in with the Morning Star of Justice. And seriously dislodging this guy, knocking him a couple of feet to the right. Yes, you definitely got his attention.
Hi.
I know his name.
Okay, but it's now his turn. And
no.
you are now a viable target.
Hi.
And you are what just hit him, so he swings at you once, hitting you for 14.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
He swings at the Dwarven Lord twice, hitting him once for 17. Okay,
Hurts.
so you guys are, it's like a horde of you, and he's standing there like toe to toe, trying to fight all of you off at the same time. It is now Cal's turn if he's going to do anything at all.
He does nothing.
Get out of here, Cal. You're
Nothing.
But
Okay.
he is coming in with the magic missile to that Crimson Knight.
Okay, magic missile.
Blue balls go whizzing by my head. Ooh, I see 4.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
For 15. So that's 15 points of damage. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you guys are starting to notice like elements of fatigue as he's like dropping his shoulders a little bit, and his feet are no longer as sprightly as they were. It's hard to know how much damage he's really taken because he's like, you know, a tin can, but he's
thought Rado was a tin
definitely
can.
failing a little bit. Raisa, what do you wish to do?
Now, looking at his armor, is there anywhere for me to get an easy like shot in?
Not really. And he's like whipping his head left and right, so he's aware of everybody around him. So, he knows you're there because he felt the magic blast in his back.
Okay.
So, you can dive in and make an attack on him if you wish, but
Do I know if hold person it only works on humanoids, or do I not know?
that would depend if Radovan told you that or not, which
Honestly,
I can't remember.
Probably don't think I did because I had used it before. I figured you'd figure out what the hell it can do.
Okay, so it's a crapshoot.
Yeah,
You can
I'm sorry.
cast it or not.
I am going to.
Okay. So you utilize the imbued hold person spell from Radovan. Okay. Maybe it didn't work because he's extremely tough. maybe it didn't work because he's not susceptible, but it didn't, unfortunately.
All right.
But you're still not in hand-to-hand combat, so that's a good thing.
I had a theory. I will tell you guys what my theory was later.
Right. Guards, there are none, so it is now the dwarves. Okay, this dwarf has successfully freed this prisoner and has moved just to the top of the steps and is casting something. What appears to be a glowing light flies from his hand and strikes the knight in the chest, doing 6 points of damage. And the possibility of a stun, but no. Okay. Crossbow dwarf fires once more, but it ricochets off the armor. This dwarf, once again, crawling on his feet. Ah! Come on, you bastard! As he spits blood from his mouth, attempting to get a shot in.
Oh, that poor guy.
The dwarven lord swings twice more, only hitting once for 16. And it is now Radovan's turn.
So I'm going to do my own Searing Light spell on him.
Okay.
So +6 to hit.
Searing light.
Ah, probably misses.
Dang.
Actually, that's a touch attack spell, right?
Range touch attack,
Then
yeah.
it does hit.
Oh.
Because they don't get to
Corbin!
count armor against touch attack spells, so...
So it's not the same as races, right? It's
oh hell no, yours is
1d8 points per 2 caster levels. So
actually it's 48
48,
for you.
yeah.
48 damage.
Okay. 48, baby.
May the power of St. Cuthbert smite thee.
Ha
For 18.
All right, let's upgrade him to badly hurt. Okay, he is seriously injured, at which point he starts going, he kind of like lowers both the swords and just goes, and he begins to glow, like there's like a pulsating glow coming from the armor. It's going whoop, 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 and you begin to see the metal around it start to crack. Okay, so going around the table, Racer, what are you going to do when you see this?
Throw the holy water at him. Or, no, I'm not going to throw the bottle. I'm going to have it so that the opening is at him. So I'm going to do one of these so the water should splash out, but I still should hold it. So I can get a second shot off, potentially.
Okay. So splash him with the holy water.
May the power of comfort compel you!
Improvised ranged attack, so it's -4 to hit. But again, it's touch attack, basically, so...
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Ranged attack with whatever your normal ranged attack would be, but -4 because it's an improvised attack. It's not something you're skilled with doing.
$19.
Okay, yep, you splash him with the water. It fizzes a little bit, but doesn't do much, unfortunately. Or if it does, he's too in the throes of ha 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 to care. Okay, the dwarves. Let's have a look here. Got a not meta game myself. Okay, seeing the cracking armor and the pulsating like whoop 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 whoop. They are running, like fleeing the area.
Ooh.
That's what they're doing. Radovan, what are you doing?
There's a thing I want to do, but I think to be smart, I'm running away too.
Okay, so you're gonna run. Alright.
So I can get, what, 10 feet, 20 feet? Like here?
No, you can get a good 30 plus feet. If you're running, you can get 60 feet.
Oh yeah, I'm getting the hell out. Well, I'm getting out of it. And I'm shouting to Raisa, run!
Well, while you're screaming run, she's like going...
Die, beast! Die!
Kia, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna try to get a magic missile on him while he's doing that.
Okay. Before you roll it,
Yeah.
if you do more, I don't know if you can, you need to do 19 or more points of damage on him.
Ooh, crap, that's difficult. Okay.
If you can,
That's
I don't know if you can
actually...
do that or not.
I'd have to get 4d4 plus 4, it has a potential of 20.
Okay, so I'm just letting you know for mega, just to hype it.
This is gonna be like the roll of your life.
So 19 points of damage. So you've got to have at least 3 4s and only 1 3, right?
Wait. No.
I haven't seen anything roll yet.
Okay, I haven't. I was thinking I could fireball because everybody's running away.
You could, but
Nah, I won't. Okay, ready?
you might cremate
Here we go.
Racer.
Oh god.
Let's see what happens.
Nope.
Hey, it's pretty damn
So
close.
close though.
4 points off. Okay, and Cal is too far. Okay. He explodes.
Oh
like
my.
There's a massive flash of red light.
Owie.
Red splintered plate mail with spikes flies everywhere.
Oh god.
It's like a person grenade goes off.
Owie.
I hate to say it, Racer, but you're the only one close enough to absorb this.
Oh my gosh.
So you're copping 5d8 damage.
Ugh.
4.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Holy shit!
Okay, basically 15. So you're thrown from your feet, crashing to the ground over here, somewhat blinded by the bright blast of red. You've got bits of plate mail stuck in your skin with spikes and stuff like that. But all that being said, despite the fact that you are almost dead, you can have this.
That 5d8 could have killed you so easily. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Okay, he is done and done. And I think that's a pretty good spot to take a first break.
Oh, just an FYI, if he would have maxed out his damage, I still would have lived.
Yeah,
Really?
I think you living, because don't forget you gotta go to -10 before you die. So you're okay.
Really, 5d8? Like 5 times 8? Oh, that's 40, I guess. So yeah, math is hard.
I have 44
Yeah,
life.
she could survive that.
But that would have still really hurt.
Well, it still really hurt. I got shit sticking out of my.
Right.
Yeah.
She's got little bits of red metal burned into her skin and stuck everywhere.
Radavan!
Ow, that
Ouch!
Who throws a suit of armor? Honestly.
That really hurt.
Damien Luxburg, thanks for the follow. I think I also missed Diable, thanks for the follow. Iron Man, KMFI, thanks for the follow. And Turbo 101010101, thank you for the follow.
Woot.
Oh, 1010101.
Whoop, whoop, follow high.
All right, so we're going to take our very short break. So
Oh
let's
man, that was hilarious.
let's do this, man. Okay, so here we are with red crosses that equal death all over the place.
Radavan! Ow!
The Crimson Knight I'm going to remove because
Ow.
he is like just decimated.
Ow!
No weapons or anything?
I mean, literally, he just went. Huge flash of red light,
Ow.
glowing crap everywhere, incineration. Peasants have scattered. Okay, so Radavan. Okay.
I am running to the super injured dwarf.
Radavan!
Screw him, lassie.
Dead. There's
Hold
2
still.
X's on Bane's shirt.
As the dwarven cleric comes down to Racer.
I'm gonna do a serious on the big guy, the dwarf guy.
All right, and Racer, the dwarven cleric has just healed you for 22.
Alright.
And I healed that guy for 26.
I'll be climbing down the tree.
So,
now.
here's a question. I have metal embedded into my skin, so when he heals me, does it just, like, pop out, or do I have
No,
to, like,
they
pick it out?
pull it out and then heal the wounds.
Oh, that feels great.
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
Ow!
Ooh, ee, ah! There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he heals you for 22. The other dwarves gather round or come hither. Radavan, you heal this guy. He's still pretty badly hurt.
I'm healing myself for 18. Just
All right.
and
All right. This dwarf is going around to his compatriots, laying out healing. The All-Father bless you! And blessing them with healing.
all right, I'll I guess I'll do a final serious on this guy.
Okay.
'Cause he put in a lot of work.
Are you still hurt, Racer?
I'm good. I'm looting.
Okay. No, it's fine. I can suffer these few injuries on the grounds that I am taking as much coin as I possibly can. Okay, I mean, so obviously they have weapons and a shield. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 swords and a spear and 7 shields. If you care about that.
Nope.
And coin. Now here's the remarkable thing, Riley. These are guards, right? Just local militia. You managed to loot 87 gold, 13 silver, and 22 copper pieces. Not bad income for a few guards.
All right. I'm going to
we just got another donation.
Holy shit balls.
Which we will definitely thank properly at the next break.
I'm not going to really do anything with the money right now, but I have the intention of, like, paying for dinner and hotels to come up. So
there you go, right?
Hotels.
Disney
so you
Disney
say
passes.
You say you might not. You might just be
she
like,
may forget, but it's okay.
Actually, I guess all I really have to say is I'm not going to do anything with the money right now. I'm not going to tell anybody.
Yeah, it's mine.
I don't have to justify nothing.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I healed this dwarf guy for 26 and 23. You know.
Right. He is almost fully healed now. So, you can either top him up or his buddy will.
Yeah, I'm done. I mean, because we don't know how many are left in this town.
Nope.
So I want to ask, are we going to go after that guard that ran away?
I think we need to.
That was a
shore
little
up
while
the town.
ago.
Or maybe we should check the church.
Check the church. Yes.
Okay, so let's move to that view then. Let's go to Reldon. All right, you know what? Let me put a more usable icon. I don't like the horse and cart icon for this right now, so I'm going to use. Look, there you are on camels. Hang on. Where is it? Come on. There you are. I'm going to use this one temporarily. And we'll shrink you down to an appropriate size. Much easier to see. Okay, so you guys and the dwarves head over to the ruined temple of St. Cuthbert.
Yep.
Okay.
Gonna get a look and see do we hear anything from within? Is there guards around?
When you approach it, it's quiet. There's no noise. Nothing coming from inside.
Do you want to turn me invisible and I'll go take a look? And if I see anything, I will. Are there windows on the church? They're boarded, right?
They were boarded, yes. But not like shuttered, like literally someone boarded them up. Like
I was just going to chuck a rock through the window if there was like something.
Right,
but
no.
I touch you and turn you invisible.
All right, I'm invisible.
I'm gonna say go around the back door and I'll see about the front. And take some of your take 2 of the dwarves with you, maybe the cleric as well, and then Kia, I, and 2 of the other dwarves.
Don't worry, we'll protect you, lassie.
I like him.
All right, so I'll get them to wait just outside the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell them. So Kia, I'm already invisible, so I'll say, "Wait here." I'll come back and I'll like make a little like sound before I talk, so I don't scare the crap out of them.
And another donation. Thanks to After Death. We will catch you on the next break.
You're just gonna.
I'm gonna
purr like a cat.
It's the new code. It's
Yep.
thieves can't. You don't.
Well, it's because I don't want to be like, guys, and they'll be like, ah! You know,
Are you in here? Okay.
it's gonna be top secret.
So, Racer, are you invisible courtesy of Kia or not?
I am invisible.
Okay, there we go. All right.
She poked
So,
me.
do you want make a move silently roll? Because you don't need to make a hide roll. So just do a move silently as you sneak in.
I haven't put my extra skill points, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah,
30.
Okay. 30
Hacker.
might cut it.
Hacker.
Okay. Right, you sneak inside the temple. The first thing that you can tell is anything, paintings, the statue, everything has been like not just discarded but desecrated, like torn down, stabbed, destroyed. These guys seriously were not happy with the whole concept of St. Cuthbert and took it out on him. That being said, looking around, I mean, you can see signs of life, discarded beer bottles, chicken bones, stuff like that. There are a few bedrolls thrown around on the floor. You kind of get the feeling like they never really set up shop here. It was more like a temporary respite sort of thing. But kind of looking around and sneaking through, doesn't appear to be anybody else here.
Any papers or anything?
Make a search roll for me, if you would, if you're going to search for such things.
Yes. 22.
Okay, no papers. However, you do find a rather strange... At first glance, you think, ooh, shiny, it's a gem! But then when you pick it up, it's more like a long, red, crystalline bar. It's about 2 inches wide, and about 3 inches long. But it's remarkably brittle. So looking at it, your first guess is this doesn't appear to be any kind of precious gem or anything. But what the hell is it? And you found it like on the top of a bed. Like if you can imagine a bed that has a headboard, perched on the very top, resting precariously on the top of that headboard.
Now, you said when I picked it up, I just want to stop you right there. From my experience with the sorcerer's frickin'
Or just
thing,
looking at it, you may not have necessarily picked it up. I'm not assuming you did, just saying like when you look at it.
I think I will take it, but I'm going to carefully grab...
Gotcha.
I have scraps of leather, so I'm going to grab one of those and kind of wrap it delicately and take it.
Right. Okay, so yeah, as you wrap it, you notice like little bits crumble off the side, which is the same thing, gives you that indication that this is remarkably brittle. It doesn't appear to be like a giant ruby or anything like that.
Damn.
So you're not really sure what it might be.
Got excited.
But that's it. There's nobody else in there.
Okay.
It appears that all the guards, including the quote-unquote Crimson Knight, came out to witness and do whatever. And most of them have their guts and blood spilled all around the gallows.
And they're gold in my pocket.
In fact, only one guard possibly fled and survived this whole thing, so that you know of. You found no others so far.
Okay. All right, well then I will head out.
Alrighty. All right.
And I'll say there's nobody in there. Let's go meet up with Radovan and Kia.
Okay, so you guys, where do you want to meet up?
Well, we'll go around the front because obviously he's kind of looking in the front.
Oh, I'm not going near it. I am pretty confident I know what's inside, and I don't want to get agitated. So I'm just waiting.
He's protecting himself from the marks. Good call. Smart move. Finally, you're starting to realize. Do not put yourself in harm's way.
Starting to realize as next week is the last episode.
Okay, so
took us a while.
Yep, you come back out around front. No signs of any more guards. It appears that any of the militia from Epidamon are out of here.
Okay.
What's the game plan?
I think we need to get that guard that ran away because he potentially will go get reinforcements.
He's got a good lick of distance on you guys by now.
Yes.
I think what we should do is corral any of the villagers, if they're in the town, to meet at the tavern and basically explain to them that we have ousted the threat. If they want to try to come up with and rebuild their town, they can. Otherwise, one of them should definitely go to Corthan to, disclose the events that have happened, to try to get protection.
Ooh, all the way to Corthan.
Well, it's a journey, but... Yeah,
Okay, so let's round up the villagers then, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so you're going to get
meeting!
everybody that's left alive
Town meeting!
Here
to the tavern.
extra.
Okay, well, several of them show up. Let's move a
gonna sit
few tavern folk in here.
Get off me! You just sat on me.
I didn't
What
see
an
Ray.
asshole!
I didn't see you there. That's kind of funny. Okay, so yeah, the bulk of the village show up. There's a few of them not here. Maybe they're somewhat terrified and didn't want to come play, but you know, most of them are here.
Hello,
They all look
everybody.
at you with bated breath, like, you
Radavan.
summoned us here for what?
Radavan, begin.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was planning my next move.
Oh.
The Crimson Knight and his cronies are dispatched.
They're like, what, all of them?
As all but one who ran away. He ran to the northwest or northeast.
Oh no!
So
They'll be sure to go to Epidemon and tell him that we overthrew. The next thing we know, they'll be back in 5 or 6 times the numbers and they'll execute all of us. What have you done?
Okay. My friends and I are making for Epidemon, I think. Right? Because we know that that's where the Triple Crown Mountain is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So we are heading in that direction. So
Johnny Conway,
yeah.
thanks for
So
following.
there's a thing. Listen, guys, I can
There's a
send.
thing.
Here's the thing. I can send word tomorrow of the town of this place and the dire trouble it is in with my guild. I mean, with my guild, my
guild?
my religion, with my religious leaders in Corthan. I could also send a message to Lord Buttward, who's a representative in Corthan,
Yep.
to potentially dispatch some town militia to reestablish your place.
Okay. So
If
yeah,
you-
so you I mean, which you definitely can do that. You can alert. You have the ability to alert Corthan to the wrongdoings going on here.
Yes.
Civil War time. So
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm a little exhausted from the fighting earlier today, so I'm bumbling a little
You
bit.
have no idea how tough it is to water the grass as people die around you.
If you guys don't feel safe, you are welcome to. Then I would suggest that you make for Corthan yourselves. Get out of this area if you really don't feel safe to stay here. I know it's your home, but for now, you're right. It is not safe. But I leave that decision to you guys.
All right.
There you go.
Well, and that's fair comment. They know where Corthan is. If they don't want to stay here and risk it, they have an option. So, you know, put it back on them. Right. Well, as you're saying all this, one of the dwarves, chewing on a large turkey leg, says, "That's all very well and good, laddie. But where are these bastards that we're supposed to be lopping the heads off of that are responsible for this curse of yous?"
The Tri-Crowned Mountain.
Ah,
Where,
that's right. So why exactly are we sitting here?
Well, you're eating your chicken leg. I think you deserve a rest.
We
Don't you
can
think?
take it with us. All I'm saying is the sooner we help you get rid of them stupid tattoos that you got stuck on your arm, the quicker we can get back to our own hospitality.
I love him.
When do you
So,
propose we
no
leave?
offense, but I'd like to leave now. Barman!
Let's
5 or 6
go!
5 or 6 bottles of your best brandy to go.
All right, let's do this. All right. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
at which point the cleric walks over to Radovan as he's kind of close. And he says, "Psst, you.
Yes.
I didn't feel altogether comfortable in your presence.
What do you mean?
Very hard to trust a fighting man, nay alone a priest, that didn't touch a drop.
Interesting.
Did I not prove myself in battle today?
Aye. You got a good couple of licks in, lad, but most of the time you were prancing around like some kind of fairy in armor. Maybe if you put some hairs on your chest, might help out. Get some of this down you. And he like thrusts a bottle of brandy into your chest.
Roll.
Like ram.
Roll.
You can roll, but I'm going to give you a +3 at this point because you've refrained for so long. You're starting to deal with it.
And actually, I don't know if I mentioned, but I was sitting at the bar because I was having a drink after getting hot metal shards, like freaking impaled in my body. A
couple of shots of rum will probably help the pain.
Little time with the captain, I think.
All right, so it's a willpower. I'm rolling.
But you're gonna get add a +3. There you go, no problem. A 1.
A 1.
Back on it.
Okay. After hearing the dwarf speech, seeing everybody around you drinking, hearing the smell, it's like, you know, a couple of drinks really wouldn't hurt me that much.
Nope.
Radavan.
Nope. I basically grabbed the bottle. I mean, like, he's basically questioning my manhood right now.
Yeah.
So even with the benefit, I'm kind of just like, this son of a bitch. Like, he doesn't realize what I was trying to do in that fight. And he's not respecting it. I was trying to get rid of the Crimson Knight without having to fight him.
You're
Right?
a Ranger, thanks for the follow, buddy.
So I'm going to grab the bottle and just, like, stomp over here. Not stomp, but I'm going to walk over here and just sit down.
I'm walking
Like a
towards
man.
it.
One PS3
you're a grown-ass
guy.
man.
Thanks for the follow.
Just sit there, lean on, and like, are you about to drink that?
What do you think, man? What do you think?
At which point, this dwarf leans into Kia and says, Would you ever consider having sex with a bearded man?
Wait.
I'm just messing with you.
Smack 'em.
Sorry, it's just had to happen.
Okay. I hope so. Sure, let's
So,
go.
Radavan. Drink.
Radavan?
Drink.
Radavan,
Drink.
you spent so
drink,
long
drink,
trying
drink,
to not
drink,
drink
drink,
anymore. Are you really gonna do this to
drink.
prove your manlyhood or whatever?
All the dwarves
Taking
are,
the
like,
drink
leaning
away
in.
from him, like very nicely and slowly. Come on. Are you gonna let go of it?
Well, I already drank some. I mean, I did.
know you had a drink, whatever.
He's like-
It's okay. I'm still trying to take the rest away.
I'm shivering with excitement, so I'm not paying
Oh my
attention
gosh.
to what you're
Okay.
doing right now.
Okay, well, I'm taking the
We are-
drink away from
We're
you.
off the wagon. So,
Radavan, go to bed.
Why? Come on. No, we deserved it today. We fought a
aye, lad, come on,
like.
drink up.
Now's not a time to get wasted, Radavan. We're about to leave on our
There's
journey.
never a time
not
not to
gonna-
be wasted.
Ugh. The dwarves are different from you, Radavan. You are human and you are a cleric. And just because they don't think that you can't fight doesn't mean that you can't actually fight, alright? You're a great fighter. You don't need to drink in order to be a great fighter.
Should you do diplomacy on me? Because that
I
was,
should try.
You can make a diplomacy check if
Okay.
you wish.
Here we go.
You probably have more success with a charm spell, just saying, but then he might
No!
kill you in the morning.
So
So,
I've gone over to intervene. I'm on my way, so.
Alright, here we go. Ooh, lag.
playing the diplomat.
Where's the dice?
Kia the diplomat. Fireball, fireball. Ooh.
Yes!
It's pretty.
Come
Yeah,
on.
I mean, she's put up a pretty good argument.
So I'm
Prove
gonna.
yourself
I mean,
worthy.
you've had a couple of swigs.
Yeah.
It's possible at this point that you could say, "Nope, I've come too far to give in now."
So what I'm gonna say to Kia very quietly, I'm gonna say, "Get a bottle of whiskey filled with water, please."
Okay.
Actually,
Whiskey
say it
with
to me.
water.
I'm right there.
Yeah.
I'm saying it low because you
Okay.
both are there. So both
Okay, so basically,
these guys
you're
off
gonna,
my back.
yeah, you're faking a bottle of whiskey into Radavan's hand so he can act like he's a drinking with the dwarves, but really he's not.
Aha!
All right,
I'll
Nice
give it
roll, Kia. By the way,
that was a good diplomacy.
I didn't realize his diplomacy was like +7. Just saying.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's almost what mine is. Just saying.
All right, so Radovan continues to act like he's drinking with the dwarves. What do you guys want to do? The dwarves are all for leaving now and heading towards Epidamon.
I will go ready the horses.
Yep, let's do it.
So off we travel to Epidamon. Well, where is Epidamon? It is a few days travel northwest of here. In all honesty, it's more north than northwest. Okay. But several days you travel with your dwarven companions.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. By all means, you have a question?
I'm just saying, like, I'm taking sending, so that each day I can send a message to the guys at Cuthbert and Lord Buttward.
Okay. Right. So the first day,
yeah.
What do you want to send to? Who do you want to send the message to? And is it a small green toy that Jane has?
Sorry.
I thought it was funny.
So what is the name of the place we just left? Like, actually, Skildergate or Reldon. Okay, so my first message is to the High Priest of St. Cuthbert that I met that one time, asking him for,
Yep. So the priest at the priest at the Cathedral of Corthan.
I'm gonna say, God, I'm sorry, I'm planning my wordage.
25 of them. Come on. 25 words.
Yeah. Okay. And taken over illegally by Epidamon? Is that the name? Epidamon?
Epidamon is the name of the city, yes.
Alright, so...
Count.
Yeah, no,
right?
I'm actually typing it out.
He's typing it so he can tell.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you guys are traveling northwards. Each evening, the dwarves do their typical routine. They set up camp, they whip out pots and pans, they cook, they make merry, and they give no fucks as to whether or not anything bad is happening in and around them. It's like, we're here. If trouble wants to find us, yeah, come on!
I'll be in the tree.
Yep.
All right.
So hypothetically, yeah, every time it comes to camp, Racer is like, no, keep moving. I don't see a tree.
Yep.
We can stop here, right? Okay,
yep,
that works.
Absolutely.
That works.
So my message is, are you ready to take it down?
Yep.
Radovan Rainier here. Reldon Cathedral of Cuthbert desecrated and town taken over illegally by Epidamon forces. We saved town. Caution. Request reinforcements for protection. And that's like right within the
Okay, yep. So that's what you send the first night to the church of the Cathedral of St. Cuthbert.
The second night, I'm pretty much saying the same thing.
Right.
Because it's to Lord Buttward. Because,
So once to the council of the city of Corthan and once to the church.
Hey-oh.
Okay, that works. Sweet! Okay. Well then, you travel for 2 or 3 more days. And eventually, after a short while, you can see ahead of you a walled city. It is nowhere near as big and as grand as Corthan, but you're fairly sure that it must be the city of Epidamon. As you get closer, a strong whiff of smoke and burned flesh can be smelled. There is a small cloud of black smoke rising up from inside the city, and no doubt this is the cause of the aroma. The walls are tall, and you see guard towers at each corner, as well as sturdy iron gates that are reinforced with a portcullis above them. As you approach the gate, 2 guards move quickly as if to intercept you, but a third guard grabs them by the arm and restrains them. Let me move you to the city of...
Oh, this isn't good.
I'm nervous.
Okay, so you guys are coming up towards this gate right here. As you get closer, the guard that restrained them smiles and said, "Good evening to you, fair travelers. Welcome to Epidemon. I trust you will enjoy your stay. May I recommend the inn, the Rock and Crown, as it is late this evening and is probably the best place for you to find good respite at such a late hour and after a long journey."
I'm just grunting.
At this point, the other guards are smiling at you like,
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sneaky. I'm gonna
Where
stare
is
at them
it?
suspiciously.
Oh.
okay. As they kind of like usher you through the main gate, one of the initial guards that acted like they were going to stop you says, head straight down the main street. You'll see the market to your right. It's the building directly to your left. Not the first building, the second building.
Thank you.
I want to sense these guys' motives, please.
Please make a dice roll.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Sounds
I can tell you already. I
motive.
know what the answer is, but does Raisa?
They're fucking you, Noah. Let's see.
Nope. I'm oblivious.
Okay, Racer. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a hard thing to get.
Yes! My dude.
Okay, you sense... We're all going for it, are we? Well, Kia Liana, you sense that the initial guards were kind of aggressive towards you, but there was definitely... The third guard was playing the diplomat. Quite why? It's hard to tell, but it doesn't make you feel comfortable, for sure.
I'll just keep going with it for a while.
Alright, so you guys travel in. The dwarves are just like... looking at him and scowling a little bit. Once you're past the gates, one of the dwarves kind of like riding up on the pony says, or Karen, the cleric says, "I don't trust these guys."
Neither.
But
we're gonna have to be
and here
very
we are.
careful
We're
here.
Don't trust these guys, but the idea of a tavern doesn't sound like a terrible idea. Is it that way? And he kind of points straight down the street.
Well, let's go.
All right. Which building do you wish to go to?
Number 1.
Okay. An amazingly astute observation, sir, as it is in fact the Rock and Crown. As you pull up outside, the wooden sign, like flowing in the wind, has what appears to be what looks like a crown, surprisingly, but it's made of like rock and mountainous and almost looks like some kind of three-mountained peak. Almost kind of like what you would visualize you're looking for.
I see. Nice logo.
All right, as you get up outside, two somewhat rough and burly-looking chaps walk up. One of them says, "You're going to be wanting a stable then, for this nag, horse. And you, stunties, I mean dwarves. Do you want us to take care of your ponies too?" The dwarves are like growling at him.
And I have a horse too, remember?
You have a riding horse, yep.
Yep, let's do it. Let's stable them.
Right, stables are pretty cheap right now. You only have to pay a copper per vermin. I mean, bow, whatever they are. Equine, that's it. A copper per equine. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 copper pieces per night.
I'll look at Raisa.
Oh,
Having known she looted.
Okay. He says, of course, if you want us to feed your horses, that's an additional copper per night. Fine. Thank you very much. Now, if you'll be getting down from your ponies and off your darn cart, we'll take them and make sure they're comfortable. You can get your asses in the tavern.
I have a feeling that's the last time we're going to see them.
No, they're going to be served to us at dinner, obviously.
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
I'm gonna dismount and gravitate towards the door of the tavern, but not enter personally.
Okay. Well, you may gravitate. The dwarves burst the door open and barge in.
I'm gonna stop Kia and Racer before they enter, and basically say, "You know what to do. Bottle of whiskey filled with water, please."
Things you do to appear normal.
These are our only friends here. I think we need to make sure they're happy and comfortable with me. So
I got it. All the whiskey, water.
Thank you.
I'll walk in.
All right. So you guys walk in. Kia goes in.
Hey, is that our friends that Kia met?
Oh yeah.
Racer going in.
I might, but I don't know where I am. Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Yes, we're all entering, I think.
Okay. All right. So, as you enter the inn, you do not hear the usual merriment, but instead a low and quiet chatter. The inn is rather simple, with a large, prominent oak bar at its center and a handful of circular tables. A few benches also line the walls. The most welcoming aspect of this particular building is the warm-lit fireplace. You also notice 2 of the city guard are present, but clearly on duty, as one stands by the door to your left and the other on the far right next to the fireplace, each holding a halberd. So it's like you can see these guys like
Wow.
We've seen this before.
standing there. Once you walk in, the innkeeper kind of moves over and says, "Greetings. Welcome to the Rock and Crown. I am Eben, the patron of this establishment. I have plenty of rooms available, and some very, very prominently priced hot meal rates. What can I get you this evening?"
A meal for all of us, please, and rooms for all of us.
Would a silver a night be okay?
Are you asking me?
Oh, no. A silver a night per a room, ma'am.
How about we go copper a night?
Well, that's a little cheap, but I could give you a room for 3 copper a night, but I couldn't provide fare for the night as well. Maybe we could say a silver for full board? Does that seem reasonable?
Sure.
All right then. So 3 silver it is. Oh, I'm sorry. You have some other fellows with you. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 silver then.
Sure.
They probably won't need rooms, but we'll pay anyways.
Yeah. Here's 5 silver.
Right. And as you say that, you hear, "Damn right, lassie! Somebody just fetch the beer and bring the food. Fuck the rooms. We don't need them." As they all basically, the dwarves gather around one of the tables themselves. He's like, "Don't be shy on the portions. Us dwarves have got a healthy appetite." At which point the one tavern keeper himself begins to charge backwards and forwards, fetching drinks, trying to gather up as much food as he possibly can and bring it to you. Now, one of the things you've noticed is, if this is a city, other than you guys, there's like 7 other people here, if you exclude the guards. It's like damn night empty. It's definitely got a
strange vibe.
Kind of a real kind of sallow feel about it. Like, there's no atmosphere, there's no merriment. Everyone's like just...
Is it the 2 same people in the corner there? The girl and the...
No. Just,
oh, okay. Darn.
No, they are actually different, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah, you don't recognize anybody here.
Go stand on the table, Kia. There you go.
Yeah, I'll do a little dance.
Do a little dance, make a little... Get down tonight. Okay, so he brings over your food. Delivers you whatever drinks you order, and overly generous portions of hot food. At which point you hear, "Oh, that's right, take care of them first. Why would you not? Damn you. Come on, lad, hurry up and bring us our grub. We're starving over here." Yes, sir. I'll be
Tone it down.
I'll be right with you.
Tone it down, dwarves.
Karen says, he goes, "No offense, Les, but we only have one volume, and it's a dwarf."
Sounds like an excuse.
Within no time at all of you have food, all of you have drinks, you're making merry, or you guys may or may not be, but the dwarves sure as hell are.
Yeah. I'll probably just be staring around at everybody.
At this point, this particular guard, after about half an hour, he walks up to the bar and he says, "Guard change. You can respect my replacement in 5 minutes." Yes, sir. No problem, sir. And the guard kind of glowers at all of you like...
Did we hear him say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
as he heads out the door.
5 minutes. Somebody go talk
There's another
to the
guard.
barkeep. Oh, there's another guard there? Where?
Over
Whoops.
here. Look at me. I'm over here.
Never mind.
It's like, okay.
5 minutes, wreck the place.
Shamo. Okay.
So, yeah, guys, this looks like a good place to, maybe buy a home and,
AC Maximus, thank
raise
you
some
for
kids and maybe get married. Don't you think? Don't you get a good vibe from this place?
Yeah, are
No.
you interested in
It's
marrying
where you
one of
want to
us?
stay.
Yeah, so much better than all the other places we went to and stayed at. I just roll my eyes.
I vote we eat, sleep, and GTFO.
Where are we gonna GTFO? Where are we gonna go?
To the mountain.
Where is the mountain from here?
Sure, we can see.
There.
Over the misty
Keep going.
Are there windows here? Can we look out and see anything? Or
Yeah, there's windows. I mean, you can look out and see the dark streets.
okay, so the times.
Now, remember, this place has huge walls all the way around it, so you're not going to see much here.
Okay, so let's eat, sleep, and get the fuck out.
The dwarves know where we're going, yes?
They know where they claim to know where the Tri-Pronged Mountain is, yeah.
Perfect.
All right, so you guys want to go up to your rooms and eat?
Yes.
And go up to your rooms
Yes.
and sleep it out?
Yep.
Avoid trouble.
Leave it to the dwarves to get us into trouble, I'm sure.
I know.
Well, the dwarves, as always, sleep downstairs. All right. Well, late that night, while you sleep, suddenly, Racer, you're awoken with a start.
Uh-oh.
As your inn door is kicked open and numerous guards come stomping into your room, holding swords, pointing crossbows, and one guy with some kind of authority livery is standing above them. He says, "I am guard Captain Hallen, and by the order of the Council of Epidemon, I hereby place you under arrest for crimes committed in Reldon. You were seen in cold blood to murder Colin Salisbury and made widow of his wife and his 2 children. You will be given a fair trial and may be welcome to representation of your choice, but warn you that if you attempt to resist, I will be under complete authority to see you as guilty right here and now and execute you where you stand." And they're all clowering around you. It's like,
Wait,
oh shit. And
Is
there's,
her reaction? That's just amazing.
Yeah. I think it would just be like,
right. So yeah, you
Do we
basically
hear this?
it's like the door kicks in and by the time you realize it, there's crossbow bolts in your face and guards all the way around you.
Oh my gosh.
He says, "I certainly hope you're not going to struggle, madam."
look, 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 look. No.
Do we hear this? Does Radovan?
Oh, I'm sure you would.
At this point, it's so loud that,
Okay.
yeah, Radovan and Kia, you're awoken, and down the hallway you can hear the latter half of the conversation.
So we heard represented, fair trial, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So what do you two want to do?
So here's the thing. I don't have my armor on at this point in time because I'm sleeping. And, it's not comfortable. So I'm going to poke my head out the door.
If I had a jingle that I could play, I would play Naked Radavan. But I don't, so
I'll make one.
Radavan.
It would not, I would obviously I would grab my shield and my Morning Star.
Right.
But,
okay.
It takes 20 minutes to put all my stuff on.
So you grab your shield, your Morning Star.
And I head out into the hallway and be like, oi, what's going on?
Okay, as you go to the hallway, you can see 2 or 3 guards at Race's door. Kia, what are you doing?
I'm immediately turning myself invisible and opening the door to see what's going on.
Okay. So when Radavan, you walk up and you're like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Well, I walk halfway down the hallway and say...
One of the guards immediately points points the halberd at you, says, "This is none of your concern. Stay back."
Well, this is my concern. That's my friend's room.
Oh, really?
Yes, we just arrived today, this afternoon.
We might have a possible accomplice here. Well, apprehend him then!
I'm gonna run towards Radavan to try to turn him invisible.
You'd have to cast it again.
I know.
Okay. All right, so,
Shit.
You idiot!
Well, okay, so Kia, you run down there, grab Radavan, and turn him invisible.
And I'm like, come on!
You hear, what the?
I'm going with her, apparently. Yeah.
Well. He goes, guard the door! Joey Thug, thanks for the follow. He says, so, Missy, you have accomplices, do you? Well, we'll get them too. Okay, the dwarves at this point, you can hear what's going on up there?
A friend doesn't mean an accomplice,
right?
sir.
He says, out your bed. Are you dressed?
No.
He says, too bad. Wrap a blanket around you. And they just poke you and prod you with the ends of the halberds.
And I was lying when I said that because I was hoping that they would let me get dressed.
That's fine. He says, he goes, check her. Make sure she doesn't have any weapons.
This will
Two
take
of the guards move over. As all the others point crossbows and hover around you. I'm assuming you don't sleep with your sword and all that kind of stuff, so...
Probably a few knives, but...
Yeah, you probably have a knife or two stuck down your boot or whatever. But they gather up your normal possessions and kind of pat you down. Are you going to resist them in any way or just kind of go with the flow at this point?
I'll just go with it for now.
Okay. Right, so they kind of pat you down, take out any extra weapons.
Shit.
And the guard captain kind of grabs your hands kind of semi-roughly, pulls them behind you, and wraps bonding, kind of very thin twine around your wrist. It kind of cuts in your skin a little bit, but he goes, "Come on, you!"
Too tight, it hurts!
And they start marching her out the door. Okay, as you guys are invisible, you see her come out the door. There's basically 6 guards in front of her, 6 guards behind her, and she's in the middle. It's like they're taking no fucking chances as they march her. He says, as you're heading down, the guard captain says, "Do you have any representation? Is there anybody that would come forward on your behalf?"
I didn't do anything.
He goes, "I beg to differ. We have witnesses that says you cut somebody's throat in cold-blooded murder in Relden. If you have somebody that might step up and talk for you, it might at least give you some chance of defense."
Might.
Okay, you hear they march them down the stairs. You guys are standing there invisible, witnessing this.
Yep.
You hear, "What the hell is going on? You stay there, if you know what's good for you. She's under arrest." "Bollocks! She's with us." He goes, "I'm sorry, but she is expected of committing murder in Relden." Well, you hear the dwarves kind of beat around the bush a little bit. Goes, "Stay right there." You guys hear the door open as they march her out into the streets.
We're following.
Okay. The dwarves are all sitting there What do you make of that? Well, that's no good. Where are the others? Come on, let's go upstairs and find them. As the dwarves start making their way towards the stairwells. So you two, you see the dwarves like marching as if they're coming to find you.
So I'm going to say to Kia, follow them, and I'm going to break contact. And so the dwarves know where I am. I mean, I'll probably surprise them a little bit.
Okay.
But I want to go.
Be contacted because she cast the second one on you. You didn't have to be contacted.
Oh, no. Well, how do I will myself out of invisibility?
You just choose to be uninvisible.
Okay, so I choose to. And
okay, so
I'm going to go upstairs and armor up, basically.
Okay.
And
the dwarves like, what the hell is going on?
Risa was just arrested for something she didn't do, and we need to get her out and free.
What did they arrest her for?
Murder.
Who is she murder?
I didn't catch the name, but some guy that we know she didn't murder.
Damn it.
I hope so. I mean, that would be pretty bad.
Isn't it the one guy that she slit the throat of?
We didn't know. I never knew his name. I mean, and how would they get wind of this so right away?
Right.
You know, how would they?
Could just be a frame, a setup. Or they could actually know.
Or possibly a guard that left the day before you and reported him, or who the hell knows, right?
Who the hell knows? But we don't know. But what we do know is we need to bolster up. And
Risa, for your knowledge at least, and Kia, because you're following, right?
Yes.
Okay. They march Kia, or march Risa to this building right here.
3. Okay.
March her in. Risa, they take you in. You walk in, and just for your knowledge, you see like a counter and a couple of guards sitting there. He walks in and says, "This is the one. We've got her." He goes, "All right, lock her up." They drag you and they take you downstairs, what appears to be like a long corridor full of light-lined cells, and they put you in the cell on the far right-hand side. And he says, "Don't worry, lass. You'll have a fair trial in the next day or two. Not that it'll make any difference." And you hear a few of the guards like, ha 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 ha, kind of laugh. And they like shut the door and lock you in there temporarily. Meanwhile, so you guys, what
did they untie my hands?
Nope. They left you tied.
Tied up, alright.
Yep. They kind of like escort you in, plop you down. Instead of a bed, there's a wooden bench.
Awesome.
That's all you have, basically, is furniture. They like sit you down on it and walk out. Okay, so Radovan, Risa, what are you, or Kia? So you witness them go to this building. Do you want to attempt to sneak in, or are you just going to like observe and see what happens?
No, I was just observing to see what they would say.
You know where she is now.
Yes.
Okay. Radovan, you're back at the tavern.
Getting dressed. Yep.
So you get yourself dressed.
I go down to I enter and I immediately go to the guy, the innkeeper.
Uh-huh.
And I ask, I'm like, if you're under arrest, where do you go? Where are you put?
They'll take you to the town, the town keep and jail.
Okay. Where is that?
Mark my words. He said, there ain't no such thing as a fair trial anymore. Not here.
Okay.
But either under the king's rule, before the change of regime, murder's a hanging offence. So, if she gets convicted of murder, she'll swing. They'll have her dead within 48 hours. Mark my words.
Has anyone been murdered in this place recently?
Not that I know of.
So...
Who would dare?
Okay. Who do I talk to try to get this sorted out and cleared up?
Honestly? And you see him looking at the guard over here. You can petition the council, or you can step forward as representation for her, which is what I'd advise.
Has that ever happened? Has it happened recently, since this change of the regime?
Numerous times.
And what has been the result each of those times?
They've still been executed, but at least somebody was there to talk on their behalf.
And who was the person... What happened to the person who talked on their behalf? Were they implicated in any way, or just...
Not always.
But sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. I suppose it depends if they were accomplices or guilty in any way.
Right, but how is that determined? I mean, if they're just talking on the
No,
behalf.
they have a trial.
But you said it's never fair, so...
I did say it's never fair, but there is a trial. And he says, look, if you want my advice, and he keeps glancing over at the guard, her best chance is to have somebody represent, because no one's going to take her word for nothing. If she's been implicated for murder, they're going to assume that she's dishonest off of the cuff. As a priest, maybe they would be willing to listen to your testimony. If you know she's innocent, you might have a chance.
I'm going to look over at Kia and the dwarves. And...
The dwarves are all like tapping hammers and like... This smells rotten. Aye, she cut that bastard's throat, but he deserved it.
Okay, I'm going to cast Augury on my... Yeah, I'm going to cast Augury.
Okay.
What's that?
It is... an Augury can tell you whether a particular action will bring good or bad results for you in the immediate future. I don't know what immediate... I mean, it's like immediate, like in the next, only about a half hour. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't last long.
Right.
It's not going to give you the outcome of a trial.
No, that's not what I was hoping, banking on. I guess I'm just, I'm going to ask whether it's worth going to the place where Reza was jailed.
Thanks to the follow.
Basically, like right away. Like, is it worth it to try to go to the jail to see what's what? Like, would any good result come from it? Basically.
Okay. You get the feeling that nothing bad can come of it, and all you know is none of the decisions are going to be made at that time, so it's not going to matter until it goes to trial. So you can't see that far ahead.
Right, okay.
You feel like going and stepping forward is okay, but you don't know whether it will have a benefit or not because that's too far down the road. But you don't feel like anything bad will happen if you step forward and be like, hey, I'm here to represent her.
Okay. So I'm going to say thank you to this guy and return to Kia and basically say what I just felt, like...
Okay.
One can represent Reza in the trial. By the looks of it, probably won't be of any benefit ultimately, but,
So
what do you want?
What point should I fireball?
Well, you say that, and the dwarves, you hear the dwarves say, maybe we should retire for the evening. Let's go to bed. Let's go upstairs.
You guys never got any room.
Shh! Shut up, woman!
Do I have to cast a sense motive? Because I can kind of see I can kind of get a sense that the fact that they never asked for a room before, what they're leaning towards, is pretty clear to me that...
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to say, yep, let's go to my room.
Okay, so you all march up to your room. One of the dwarves is standing in the hallway, like with the door open, looking left and right to make sure you're not... Karen says, fuck this shit. He goes, are you going to leave her to the justice of these corrupt bastards? He goes, I say you go down there and figure out what's going on. Maybe you represent her, maybe you don't. But I'm for jailbreaking. Screw it. Let's get her out.
I'm not for jailbreaking. Personally, I think we need to figure out just who she's accused of murdering and just where she was accused of murdering, where that took place. That'll give us some context.
Oh, right. So you want to go along with this crap then?
For now, yes.
No offense, but she did cut that bastard's throat down in Reldon. If that's who she's talking about, I don't care whose justice it is. That's murder. They'll hang her for sure. If that's what they're talking about, you're risking her life.
I'm just trying
I don't agree necessarily with what went down, but I do know that at the end of the day, if we're going to save our life, we are the ones that are going to have to do it. Listening to those political bastards is not going to cut it.
Here's the thing, man. Man, dwarf, man, dude, shorty, shrimp, midget. All right, anyway. There was no one except innocents in the tavern when that guy got shanked.
Aye. And it was an innocent. It was an innocent that grasped on the other two innocents. How the fuck do we know that none of them are? From what they were saying, they're all terrified for their lives. Any one of them could have told on us.
How would the message get here so quickly? We left right away.
We left the following morning. Well, several hours later, but
they went home.
All the peasants were not here. The guard that was here, he left. Who the hell knows?
I think it's too soon to just do a jailbreak. I mean, I think we can, if we get context here.
That's up to you. But if he's right and they're going to hang her within 24 to 48 hours, how many more hours do you think we got to spare?
That's why I'm going to go down to the jailhouse to get some answers.
Well, you do that, and we'll be standing here sharpening axes, getting crossbows ready. And when you realize that you're wasting your time, let us know, and we'll kick the shit out of the bastards and bring her out of there.
And okay, where is the mountain from here? How many days out is it?
North, about 2 days.
Do we have the rations? Do we have the gear? If you want to do a jailbreak, that means we're going to be leaving this town like ASAP.
Well, I tell you what, why don't you go and piss around and do your diplomacy? We'll load up and get everything ready for a quick escape.
Alright, I'm going to find out who she's accused of murdering and where it took place. Because that'll really help us, I feel.
Fine. Do what you gotta do. Just know we're ready.
I'm going to look at Kia and just, like, nod, I guess. Kind of nod and do a tiny shrug, like a little, like, shit, we're in it now. And I'm just going to leave to go to the guys.
Okay, so you're going to head down to the guardhouse.
Yes.
I'm going to come
Save
along.
me.
I'm going to come along, but stand outside.
The two of you head down there. Okay. Let's take you to the jail cell. And if you're watching chat, of course, our players can only see the first room. They cannot see anything past that, so please no spoilers.
Okay.
Oh, Kia, you're coming with?
Yep, that's what she said.
I said I was going to go stand outside, though.
Oh, you're not going in. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move you back out then. Okay, so when you walk in the main room, there is one like gray-bearded guard behind the counter and one with a halberd sitting in a chair. Can I help you?
My name is Radovan Rainier. I'm here on behalf of Rasa.
Who's that?
Well, you arrested a woman.
Oh, yes. I know who you mean. The green-cloaked woman.
Yes, I just need to know who she's accused of murdering.
Well, word is that she slit the throat of Colin Salzman in Reldon. Average commoner, father of two, wife of, well, you know, married, 2 kids. Supposedly she cut his throat in the tavern. Don't know why, don't have any reason for it, but they say that that's what happened. That's what she's accused of.
Who is they who's making these claims?
Well, actually, it's 2 different people. We had a commoner from Reldon and one of the surviving guards. He also said something about some circumnavigation of justice, some strangers trying to get involved in it, but he didn't really have much to say about that. By the time he got here, he'd seemed to have been set upon by some bandits who's barely alive. So who are you to her, anyway?
She is a friend of mine.
Oh, are you here to make representation on her behalf?
That's to be determined.
Well, you better hurry up and determine. They've already set the trial for first thing in the morning.
so quickly.
Hi. Don't mess around here. The current council is very, very efficient.
Well, I have also heard that the council is a little bit unfair towards...
I'd be careful about saying such things if I were you. That could be judged as sedition. And you notice that the other guard in this chair immediately stands up.
Look, this is just talk that I've heard.
If you have concerns about the trial, then maybe you should be involved in it by making representation.
Well,
if not, stay out of the way of justice and avoid yourself any unpleasantries.
How did the council come into power?
Well, it's appointed.
By who?
The council.
So the council appointed them each other?
Look, I'm a simple guardsman. I don't have knowledge of such things. All I can tell you is the current regime of Epidemon has jurisdiction. This is the law.
And I have been told that this council has kind of sprung up out of nowhere.
Careful, lad. Once again, possible... Just trying to help you out. Trying to stop you putting your foot in your mouth.
That's quite a hard thing with all this armor on.
All that being said, let's be truthful here. You cut somebody's throat in a tavern, very hard, even under the king's good justice, to prove that that's not cold-blooded murder.
Look, I am just trying to figure out who this king is.
The king? Well, I'm talking about the king. The king that has always been in power for the last 35 years. Now, the fact that Epidemon is under recent regime change, all I'm pointing out to you is the current regime considers murder illegal, but so did the existing king prior to that. So under anybody's jurisdiction, murder is murder, and the result is the same. You hang for it. Of course, here they like to chop your head off instead sometimes, but... He kind of leans in, he says, look, if she's to have any chance whatsoever, she needs a representation. Somebody needs to speak on her behalf. And if you're not going to do it, I haven't seen anybody else show up and volunteer for the job. Did she do it? Did she kill somebody? Did she cut somebody up in Reldon?
Hey, like you said, you're just a simple guardsman, and I'm just going to turn and leave.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it sucks.
Oh shit.
You gonna tell me what you...
Someone's in the doghouse now. Yeah, I'm telling Kia everything.
That was me.
I'm telling.
So, Radovan, what are you gonna do?
So you have a choice.
How's St. Cuthbert gonna feel about this?
Well, I mean...
Oh my gosh.
I have so much I want to say, but I can't say it because
I know it, right?
Because you guys aren't there, so...
Right, yeah, you're locked up in a little cell watching rats chew up bones and shit. And listen to other people moaning like, oh, let me out.
So I'm gonna say to Kia, I'm just gonna be like completely straightforward to Kia right now, and I'm gonna say she did it. She murdered someone, and by all accounts, that is cause for execution, trial, guilty plea, guilty everything. Here's the thing. If I go along with a jailbreak, and I say this really quietly, a jailbreak, there is a very high likelihood that Cuthbert will punish me, and I will lose all my divine powers and be basically a useless quasi-fighter. I personally believe that this regime is bullshit and is not,
evil.
It's definitely evil, but I personally think it's not legitimate. I will say that. I mean, we did save these people from execution, and I woke up today and still had powers. That said, jailbreak, I mean, this is a little bit different, right? Because I know she's guilty. She did murder someone, and I was not my plan that she would murder someone. So if we go along with the jailbreak, I might become more useless. And you know what? because of my beliefs about this government that they have set up, I am willing to lose my powers for her.
What?
What the what?
So
I
you're
am willing to get out of favor with Lord Cuthbert
So
for doing what I think is right.
Weeks ago, somebody asked in chat if it came down to it to save a party member, would Radovan turn his back on Cuthbert? You just heard it right here. Yes, he will do it. Dude.
Why don't you rest up, Radovan, and represent in the morning? Or do you want to jump?
Because there's nothing to represent. She did it. Like, it's...
So
she
you can't
murdered,
lie.
She slit the guy. That won't go over any better. It's the same thing. Me knowingly covering a crime is the same thing as me committing a crime in the eyes of Cuthbert, because it's all about upholding the law, and both are illegal.
Why don't you sleep for the night and let us deal with this?
That's still me knowing that you're going to do something.
I'm not saying I'm doing anything.
Yeah, but he's
should
not
rest.
a dumbass.
I'm
He
not
knows
saying-
what you're in. He knows what. If he allows it to happen, he's equally as guilty. He's right.
What happens if
So-
he doesn't want
I'm
it to happen, but he's not allowing it, but it happens anyways?
Look, I already said I'm willing to lose my clerical powers.
So he's already
With
admitted
this.
he's willing to go along with it. So he's
I have
either in
no
or he's
idea
out.
if Cuthbert will do it or not. That's the other issue. Like, who
Right.
knows? Maybe he'll look favorably, or maybe he'll be like, nope, that's one too far. So I'm willing to go that extra mile, so there's no point in trying to, speak on her behalf. Let's get her the hell out of here to this mountain, and let's kill these assholes who have the marks on us.
Crazy House, thanks for the follow.
I'm so excited right now.
All right, so you guys want to plan a jailbreak?
Apparently.
I mean, all signs point to Racer's gonna hang if you don't, but that's your choice.
Right.
Radovan's the one that's between the rock and the hard place.
Interesting.
But it's for what I think is good, and I'm becoming less lawful neutral and more, I guess, chaotic neutral or chaotic good, or I don't know. I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more on the good side of morality, but lawfulness wise, I don't know. I mean, breaking the law. Breaking the law. Look, whatever happens. I'm willing to accept the consequences. That's basically where
Well,
it
you
ends.
know you
Radavan,
have
let's
4
go,
dwarves willing to back your play.
Let's go prepare the horses then for when we make our escape.
Okay, so you going back to the tavern?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So upon arriving back to the tavern, the dwarves stand up as you walk in. They're like, "Well, we're going. Are you going to pussyfoot around some more?"
Oh gosh. I'm considering something right now.
I'm so excited.
I don't know how this is gonna go though. Oh gosh. Okay.
He says, "Look, from everything that these bastards here in the tavern have said this last few hours while you've been gone, she's done anyway. We either save her or we watch her swing. No offense. We signed on to help you. If that's what you want to have happen, we'll stand by and watch. But if you want to save her, let's do it."
I'm going to try to suggest to Radovan that he should go sleep in the cart. With my suggestion spell, he should sleep in the cart, and rest up to regain all his powers.
If that happens,
Okay.
it may not happen.
So you're going to cast suggestion spell. So you're level 8 with a plus.
My wisdom? Is it wisdom?
Oh, sorry, your
Mic,
mic just went-
mic out.
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11. So, Radovan, you're going to make a willpower check with a difficulty of 21.
Is this better?
Nope.
Nope, that's worse. That's
I don't
fine.
think he can hear
Don't
when he
touch
plugs it.
Don't touch it.
When he
Man, it's not good.
Maybe?
good.
There you go. Right, yeah. Willpower, difficulty check of 21. You need to roll 21 or higher total.
So it's a willpower check? Okay.
Yep.
So we don't want him to roll that.
Depends on how you want to look at it.
Depends on how you want what you want him to do. Oh shit.
Oh, shit, no. He's pissed all over your suggestion spell. Yeah.
Do I know that she tried a suggestion spell on me? Or because I wouldn't spellcraft her because
No, I mean, you hadn't spellcraft. You weren't probably aware of it, so no.
Okay, because I also wouldn't be mad at her for trying because,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
I already put all my cards on the
that
table.
Didn't work. So, all in.
I'm gonna lift up a bottle.
Wait, what?
Here, Radovan,
You're gonna lift up
get
a bottle?
drunk.
Wait, are you gonna hit me over the
this.
head? That's what I was
Knock
thinking.
you
I'm gonna
out.
lift up a bottle.
That's what I would do. I could. Your mark would like immediately activate though.
Look, Kia, I don't
What?
know. She's lifting up a bottle, right? So I'm like, do I know what she's thinking to knock me out? I'm like, look, I'm already in this. Let's just do it. Whatever happens, happens. I'm resigned to that fate because, you know, truth be told, I might die tomorrow anyway by these marks.
Go pray to your god right now before we do this.
That won't make a difference.
No,
because
just tell him
Dear
you're about to
Cuthbert,
do it.
I'm about to
Kia,
break the
I
law.
appreciate it, but let's save Raisa. Do we have all our gear from upstairs? I mean, let's get everything.
Yeah, the dwarves are like gathered up everything. They're like eager to go. They're like ready
Alright,
to go kick a
Let's
door.
get our guy. Let's do something. Let's just get it over with, because that's the sooner we figure out the consequences.
Okay, so
Save me!
right, well the dwarves are basically just stomping down the street towards the tavern. They're not, or towards the jail cell.
Well, okay, a little bit
Distilled.
more tact, right?
Well, if you want tact, you're gonna have to reel them in. Graceling, thanks for the follow.
I'm gonna stop them, and then look at Kia and say, "Look, is there a way we can rescue her without, you know, like attacking the whole place? Maybe like stealth in, get out without another sound or word or something? Maybe. Do you have anything? Because
Hold on, I was writing a message to Gore. Okay, what?
is there a way
Radovan,
we?
make a hang on.
Uh-oh.
One
Yep.
sec. 1 second, we'll see what happens here. Roll it, Kia.
Shit.
Not no, but hell no. Okay, so Radovan, Cal suddenly was like up above your shoulder and tried to stab you in the back of the neck.
Freaking A.
But it was like ting against your armor. Didn't work.
Well, obviously, I'm gonna swat it away.
Like,
I'm just gonna like, what the
Damn it,
"Go
Cal!
now, go on.
Freaking trying everything I can here.
I love how I've said time and time again, let's just see what happens. And she's
Kia
still
wants to
trying to
keep your
save
Trying to
me.
cover your butt though. That's
But it's
kind of
not
cute.
gonna work because I've already acknowledged that I'm gonna do it anyway.
Well, the dwarves are like stealth. Oz, really? Do you see stealth on that agenda?
Cal's never rolled right.
No offense. I'm for kicking the door in, smashing our way through, grabbing the wench and getting our asses out of here. And when we do, we're running straight out of this damn forsaken epidemonish hole and straight towards the mountains. Nothing good can come of staying here.
Okay, I'm gonna try a diplomacy check on this guy to negotiate.
Okay.
And I'm basically gonna say, the second you kick open the door and pick a fight, you are calling the whole town militia down on us. Not to mention, they have control of both the gates. They can close the gates on us. If we are stealthy, we can possibly get out without them noticing.
I make a diplomacy check.
All right. So you thought Kia's diplomacy was good. Wait until you see this fail roll. Oh, right. Yeah.
There it is. Okay, he looks at you, he says, "No offense, lad." He says, "I don't think we could be stealthy if we tried. And as for whether or not we're going to bring the whole militia, they're either all in there or they're not. And trust me, we ain't playing on pussyfooting around. Anybody that stands in our way is going to get an axe in the head until we get it out of here. No one's getting out the door to alert shit to anybody. This is dwarven justice.
What about a distraction? What about you set fire to like the gallows or something and a sign of protest while Kia and I do it?
The whole town to something being a mess. Right now it's just us and whoever's inside that guardhouse. No offense. You see how we waded through those guards down the Reldon? We'll get in there, we shut the door behind us, and we hack our way through until we get our ass out. Screw diplomacy. Screw stealth. Axes is what's going to cover it now, lad. Let's do it. Come on.
Battle.
I don't get you.
I really think if we try.
That's the problem. You really think. Sometimes you can't think. You gotta act.
Kia, what do you think? Oh wait, we're not allowed to think anymore. Let's throw strategy out the window. Why don't we?
I think we need to do this quietly too, dwarf.
He said, fine. We'll tiptoe up to the door. We'll pick the lock. Not
Fucking
sure
dwarf,
who's going to do that. Do you have a key? Do you want to politely knock on the door?
Radovan will cast
We're
silence.
here to break somebody out of jail.
Radovan can silent the situation. Everything's going to be okay. We can be as loud as we want, maybe, without being heard. Radovan, do you have the spell?
Well, we're wasting time. She's going to be dead by morning, and morning's coming pretty damn fast.
I actually don't have silence memorized.
Oh, whoops.
I don't have it prepared for today.
Okay.
But I like the thought. These motherfuckers don't realize the cost I'm about to incur. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Saving
Well, the
Risa.
dwarves are stomping up to the door. Axe is ready.
I really don't agree with this idea. I'm just,
Well, then you
I don't
best stop
either.
them because
I don't either.
these impetuous dwarves are heading towards the door regardless, unless you stop them.
We already tried stopping them. Like, what, forcibly stop them?
That's up to you.
I'm gonna stand in front of the door
Okay.
as a final, like.
Well, they're ready. Like, they're holding their crossbows, got their axes ready. They're like, come on, lad.
Okay, Kia, invisibility yourself. Come in with me. We'll enter. We don't have to kick open the door. I will say I'm willing to represent her, but I need to talk to her, and then Kia can.
What about us? We're supposed to stand here like a bunch of ninnies outside.
Yes.
You are a bunch of ninnies. Make
Stand
sure
there until if you hear something
be
loud.
around the corner.
Yeah.
With your horse and cart in the ready, and your ponies and your little.
If you hear something loud, come in. All right, come in.
All right, if we hear
Start
something
fashion.
loud, gotcha.
Okay. Oh, this is so bad.
Okay. I invisible myself.
Okay, so Kia,
and I'm gonna
you are
enter.
invisible. And Radovan walks in.
And I'm gonna enter.
Okay.
Approach the front.
You
Be
again.
like,
Have you changed your mind?
I am here to represent my friend Risa. Can I see her, please?
Hold on. So you wish to make formal representation?
That's what you call it, yes.
Are you familiar with the restrictions and duties that you have to perform?
Enlighten me.
Okay, he rips out like what looks like a huge big sheet of paper and lays it down. He says, you have to sign this, which swears that you will show up tomorrow for her trial. And upon doing so, you agree to necessary, somewhat precautions to make sure that the person that shows up is not about to perform any magical trickery at the trial.
Static.
Really? Again?
Static me. That's it. You got it.
Now he unplugs his headphones. You can tell when the lights go off, he can't hear us.
Oh, I've never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Smart.
Still?
You're good.
Good.
No, you're fine.
What the hell, man?
He says, so, all you have to do, he goes, if you wish to sign this, just make sure you show up tomorrow, and by doing so, you agree to allow yourself to be scanned for any kind of magical trickery.
So what is this clerk? What is his armor like? Does he have a weapon, or is he just like a glorified dude?
He has a sword in his belt. He's wearing chainmail shirt.
Okay. Oh shit.
He says, but of course, if you sign this, then I can allow you to go downstairs and talk to the accused. And unless you sign this, I cannot let you through.
All right. It's about to get real, guys. I am going to take the paper and walk over here and look it over.
All right. Basically, you read it. It says, in a nutshell, that you accept responsibility of being representative in a trial on the behalf of the accused. By doing so, you understand that you may yourself be questioned and possibly implicated should you have committed any crime yourself, and that you agree to understand that they will cast various different detection spells to make sure that you are not in any way trying to influence the court.
Okay, so I'm going to hold up the piece of paper and put it in front of him and then point at this part and say, care to explain? And then I'm going to turn my back to him.
Okay.
And face the guard.
What part? We have a donation. Thanks, Milky. We will thank you properly in a moment, as well as the other donations. What part are you pointing to?
I'm pointing to the, I might get implicated and ask questions about my knowledge of the events.
Okay. He basically says that.
And now I hold person the guard sitting down.
Okay.
As he's explaining.
So you cast hold person on him. And he is frozen solid. Bzz. Okay, so you've successfully held person him.
And now I'm basically just going to bum rush this guy and try to tackle him. I'm hold personing, and then I'm turning around and jumping on him.
Okay.
Yeah,
right,
that just happened.
Make your attack.
Nice.
So I'm doing a grapple check. I want to just shut him up. So
go ahead.
All right. Oh my god, if this fails, I'm so fucked.
Kia's right there. She's got your back.
Yeah, Kia's there invisible.
No!
Oh,
Fireball.
one.
No.
Oh dear. Okay, Radovan, as you attempt to dive through, your foot catches the edge of the counter, and you fall flat on your face, landing directly in front of the guy. At which point he kind of jumps back. He says, "What the hell are you doing?"
I tripped. I'm sorry.
Apparently
I tripped.
so. He said, "Look, all this says is that should you yourself be an accomplice of the crime..."
He doesn't realize I tried to tackle him.
Nope. He says, all this says is if you are yourself an accomplice of the crime and during the cross-examination are implicated, they have the right to arrest you. He says, now it's really this simple. Just sign it, and you can go down and talk to the accused as her representative.
This is so bad. So I'm gonna stand up and dust myself off, and shit, man, I want to shield Bass's face. I want to knock him out. It's just I made my choice. Cuthbert knows what I just was trying to do.
Can I missile it before he has a chance to
Absolutely. And the door comes crashing open as the dwarves charge in because they heard a loud noise from outside. Arr! Okay, Kia, you magic missile the guard for 13 points of damage. This guy is standing there doing nothing. The dwarves are charging over to him. Radovan, let's have an initiative check for you.
Yay! Woo! Okay.
12. Yep, you're first. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess since she fucking magic missiled him, I'm just gonna do my attack. Yeah.
Swing low, swing chariot. Okay.
All right, first attack.
Is a hit.
And second attack.
Is a hit. And
Natural 20!
Woo! Roll those 20s. Let's spam them.
Oh, well, so it's not. Okay.
No, but it's a regular hit. Okay, so you hit him twice.
So 2d8 plus what my strength modifier, so that's 4. So 2d8 plus 4. All right. Oh, that's just so funny. For 12.
All right. Well, on top of the damage that Kia has already done, you smash his skull in and leave the poor old bastard dead at the floor. The dwarves run over and just coup de grace this fucker. They don't even care. So he's dead.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Right.
Yep.
They're like, come on.
Go.
We're in it now, lad. Get the damn door open. Anybody see a key?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
Key.
look around for a key quickly.
Okay, yeah, the
This
guy
guy's
that
body.
you just smashed his skull in does have a set of keys.
Such a horrible person. I'm so not worthy.
You're so not worthy anymore.
I'm so not Cuthbertine. I'm so not a Cuthbertine. It's all gone to shit. All right, yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
All right, you bust the door open. All right, as soon as the door is open, the dwarves are right behind you. Yay! Come on, lads! One! Okay, as soon as you break through that door, you see what looks like a small holding cell with a guy kind of just sitting there like, huh? As you burst in, one guard stands up and charges to meet you as you charge into the room. You are still higher initiative, so you can go first.
Yeah, let's. I'm in
guy's
it now.
screaming at the top of his voice, "Alarm! Alarm!"
I'm in it now. I might as well. All right.
Hit with the first attack.
Can I run around them while they're doing that?
As long as you stay within your movement. Yep, you hit him twice.
This is all gone to
Zane,
shit.
Thanks for the follow.
All gone to shit. For 16 holy.
Oh, 16. Okay. That's enough to kill this guard.
Nice.
Radovan runs in there.
I just turned into a
Clubs the
fucking
poor
chaotic,
bastard to death.
neutral.
This door
chaotic good,
opens as another guard, single lone guard, comes out. Just so you know, the guard you just killed was probably about 48 to 55 years old,
He
somewhere
lived
like
a
that.
good life in medieval terms. All
Okay,
right?
he is running down the stairs. This guy charges out, stops. He's like, stop right there, you! Where are you going? And he runs towards Radovan with his sword raised.
Bring it.
A crossbow bolt flies from behind Radovan, hitting this guy in the chest. As one of the dwarf hits him, and the other dwarves are like charging forward, screaming, "Ah!"
So bad.
You wanted these dwarves. Now you got them. Okay. So, Radovan, your turn. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, well, but might as well not stop now.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
I'm in it to win it now. 1 attack or 2 attacks?
2, because he charged into you guys. So
Oh my god.
look at him.
Wow.
Natural 20!
Comfort fucking approves. Okay, guys.
2 on there,
yeah.
so that's a crit.
And then should I just do the crit damage for that?
Sure. So roll the first one and double it.
Yep, I'm in it now, guys. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. That's a 1d20.
That's okay. We're okay. So that's not a hit. So you
That's
hit once
not a
with
hit.
a crit. So
That's
roll
true. That
your
would have been a
damage
14.
and double the damage.
Alright.
Poor bastard.
For 14.
So for 14, that's enough to kill this teenager. Okay.
Oh no.
So the 16-year-old gets clubbed to death by Radovan as he barges through, and Kia charges down the stairs. Okay, now this is where it's going to get fun, guys. And
Here we go.
are a little bit over time, but
Wait,
you know
keep
what?
going,
We
please.
can't stop here. This is not going to happen. Okay, so Kia,
Jailbreak,
you're down the stairs first. Radovan directly behind her.
Is that the nipster?
As the dwarves all charge in behind. As you all filter down, A somewhat familiar voice says from the far corner, "Oh, fuck me, not you again." As a very fat, large, overweight man with a black hood in his new position as jailer, who recently acquired said post, is standing there looking at you guys.
Immediately fireball!
Okay, Racer, fire. So, Kia, you're gonna fireball the Nipster. I don't believe it. Why would you do such a thing?
Don't kill the Nipster, man! He's like a staple!
Holy shit, that's a lot of dice.
You know what? The Nipster has had a charmed life. He somehow managed to survive 2 encounters with you people. Not anymore. As the Nipster is incinerated where he stands.
Oh my god.
As he runs around and falls inside this Iron Maiden right here. The doors clamp shut and you hear... Oh, bugger. Okay, you have killed the Nipster.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, behind you there is what looks like a small cell full of chests, and there is a double iron door to your right.
I'm still in shock over the Nipster death.
Open the door. Open the door.
I personally do appreciate the fact they said, "Oh fuck, not you guys." I think that's like amazing.
And that he just exploded immediately.
I'm gonna open the door.
And we have a donation. Thank you, Angel. Okay, so basically this guy is like the dwarf, the cleric is like, "Come the fuck on, open the damn door!"
I'm opening the door. I'm in my mode.
Alright, upon doing so, we have a long, straight corridor, so you guys all bust through the door. There is no guard as such inside of here.
Let's see who's in each of these cells.
Who's in cell number 1?
I'm just gonna like walk down this. I'm just gonna walk down.
Okay, Racer, you can hear all kinds of crazy ass commotion coming on.
Can I like stand up and kind of peer through the bar?
Yep,
Oh
you're
my
right
gosh.
here. Look, there you are.
Oh, cool.
There you
Can
are,
I
all
see
arrested and stuff. Okay, yep. So as you guys wander down, you see several other people like laying in their cells, and at the far end on the right-hand side is Racer.
Rado!
All locked
Radovan!
up.
I'm down here!
Save me!
Save me!
I'm gonna open the door and yeah.
Okay. As soon as you open that door, all of the other people are like running to the front of their doors like, "Let us out! Let us out! I didn't do anything! I'm innocent! Let me flee! Come on!"
Untie me! Untie me!
I'm gonna untie Racer.
Okay, so Racer is loose. The dwarves are yelling from the other end. "No offense, but we ought to get our fucking asses out of here, darn straight, quick!" Of course,
my
Racer
stuff?
doesn't have
Where's
any of
my
her
stuff?
stuff right now.
Is
Where's
it
my
easy
stuff?
to open these jail doors?
With the set of keys that Radovan has, yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna go to this guy who's saying "let me out" and be like, "What are you in here for?" I'm just gonna say it straight out.
Nothing.
Don't lie to me or I'll kill you.
I just said how unjust this place had become, and they locked me up. Said something about
Open the door.
sedition, and we're gonna hang me in a couple of days.
Open the door.
I'm gonna sense
Hurry.
motive. I'm gonna sense motive. Because I have an idea of what I want to do if my motive says otherwise, but yeah. What's my sense motive again? I forget. Sorry.
So I'm finding all my
7.
stuff
Okay.
and re-equipping it.
Well, you gotta find
Hopefully.
it first.
Yeah, so I'm looking.
It's in the card, I believe. Oh.
No.
It's
there's
down
all
here.
these crates over here.
Holy shit!
What the hell?
Natural 20!
Okay, by his shifty eye movements, you believe he is lying through his teeth.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I'm just gonna leave. While Race is doing this thing, I'm gonna come to this guy and say, "What are you in here for?"
Okay, he says, "I stole shit. Got away with it for weeks. Finally got caught bang to
All right,
rights."
see you, buddy.
Yep. All right. What are you here for?
He goes, "Huh? There what?"
See you,
All right,
buddy.
see you,
All right.
buddy.
This guy over here. What are you in here for?
It's slavery.
Oh,
yeah.
All right. What
about what's she?
All right, let's go.
Yep. Fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Okay. So, where's racist stuff?
Well, I'm gonna open the cell to the junk, right?
Okay. So you open that
This
door.
is golden.
Right. Okay. So yes, in one of the chests is racist stuff, as well as all the other prisoners' mundane belongings. There's 2 or 3 daggers. Beyond that, really nothing of any value. The only sad part is none of your money is there. None of your cash, none of your shinies are there.
Oh, freaking A.
Only your gear. Anything of value has been misappropriated, unfortunately.
Like from my entire inventory.
Pretty much, yep.
Oh.
Like
That
the
is a
backpack's
lot.
there, but they took everything.
Is my circlet there?
The circlet, I better roll for that.
Oh no.
Actually, yes, the circlet is there.
Thank goodness.
So your sword is
And
there, your
what
daggers are there.
about the little piece, the chunk of stuff I just got from the church? Did they consider that worthy?
That's gone.
That's gone.
Dang
Okay.
it.
And my jewels, I had a lot of jewels.
You did.
Poisons?
You had a lot of wealth. No, they're there. Poisons are there.
Plants are there.
Anything that was a gem or made of gold or cash is gone. Other than that, they didn't take shit.
Okay, cool.
So they're...
That sucks.
Whoever it was, basically, the corruptness behind this place, like, free shit, take that. We're gonna hang her anyway. What the fuck do we care?
Now I don't feel so bad. I'll be honest with you. Even if Cuthbert takes my powers.
If
Hope we get no more
takes
heals.
my powers.
All right, we're gonna go upstairs and
Run away!
Okay,
away!
so you guys flee out of the streets.
Yes.
Okay, so you want to try to leg it right now?
Yes.
Well, the dwarves are like, you're right across from the inn, so they're all charging over back to the tavern. Come on, get the horses, get the pony. Let's get out of here.
Let's do it.
Thank you for the donation, and we will address that momentarily. Hot and Frothy, thanks for the follow, and Jenny Nurasan, thanks for the follow.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so you grab. The dwarves come rotting out. You hear a loud poof, as you see what appears to be a rough-looking stableman get smacked in the mouth as they come through the door with the ponies and the cart.
Okay.
It goes, come on! What you waiting for?
Come
do
in,
it.
man. Go.
Okay, as you all head towards this gate. Okay, upon arriving close to the gate, you notice that the portcullis is down, but the gate itself is open. The dwarves are like, we'll take care of this. You get ready to go through. As they immediately leap off their horses and charge towards the gatehouse, you hear crossbow bolts thwanging, axes swinging, clanging of weapons. Die, you bastard! At the top of their voice as they continue to hack their way through. After a couple of minutes, you start seeing the portcullis start to go raise, They go,
Hiya!
go on! Get out of here!
Go. And we go through.
We're gonna go, but we're gonna leave leave the horses behind, right? Because we want them to get out as well.
That's
Like-
up to you.
What?
We don't want them running on their short little legs, right? So we're gonna start going,
Ponies?
correct?
Are you pushing their horses through with you?
Yeah.
Or?
Are we pushing
Yeah.
their horse? We
Yeah,
are?
that's-
Because then they're gonna be left behind.
Who are?
Oh wait, what?
The dwarves, are they on the horses again, is what I'm saying. Is what I'm
No,
asking.
but they're beckoning you through, and then the theory being that they'll come through behind you.
Alright, well, we're just
They're
gonna
not
go then.
planning on staying here.
No,
No.
I got that. I just wanted to make sure,
like sacrificial lambs.
Sacrificial lambs.
No, I just didn't want to leave them behind. Them
Alrighty.
running on their little feet.
Okay, so you all charge out the gates, horses. Shortly afterwards, the dwarves all come running out behind you. They're letting, come on, let's hightail it! Northwards to the mountains! We're in the shit now!
I'm good for it. Let's go.
As you
do
all
it,
charge out, Racer recently jailbroken and all. And you know what? It is time for us to call it for the night.
Yeah.
Holy crap-oli.
Wow, that was hilarious. That was crazy.
That was a fun session, guys. We've had jailbreaks, we've had gallow breaks. It's just really been a, fuck with the regime.
Hit the
Down
fan.
with the man. And you killed the fucking Nipster, you bastards.
In one fell swoop.
Another
Sarah
donation. Thanks
returned.
for Dower Dragon. Appreciate you, dude. Hi there, I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master on How Reroll, and if you'd like to follow my personal channels, you can do so at twitch.tv/Gorbad, or follow me on Twitter @Gorbad.
Hi guys, I'm Bane. If you'd like to hang out with me some more, come chill in my own personal stream at twitch.tv/Bane1271, or toss me a follow over on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook at Bane Blackstar. I hope to see you soon.
Oh, hi, I did not see you there. When I'm not playing a badass Cleric of St. Cuthbert on How We Roll, I am Shagget. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Shagget, or on Twitter, if you can figure this out, at @aneb_convos. See you guys.
Hey guys, I'm Jane. I play Kieliana on How Reroll, as you probably know. You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/JaneIvana. I stream sometimes. Or you can follow me on Twitter at JaneOnTwitch, and that is with a 0. Peace, suckers.